Everybody to another rendition of Delete Laws. What's going on out there in the land of America? Everybody, do me a favor and hit the like button. It'll just take a second. 1 second. 1 second. No, there it is. Little technical difficulties over there. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. How are you guys doing? Now type down in that comment section, if you would please, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. Put it in the comment section, OTVO. Put it in the comment section. Well, let me look into that for you, Basil. Put a one in the chat if you have got your trifold. I'll take a look at yours, Basil. Shoot me your order number while we're live here, bro. We're going to get into this. So this woman, now this is a Terry stop. If you don't know what that is, that means when the cops stop you based on their suspicion of you. Now, the way that Terry goes into your car, so it makes sense that a Terry stop would be the cops can stop you if they're suspicious of you. Well, how do you make it so the cops can stop you if they're suspicious of you in your car and you're just driving down the road? They're going to change that in 1996 to Wren, WHREN, Wren versus the United States. Wren means that the cops can stop your car for no good reason, at all. And that's what they do here. They stop this guy for no good reason. And his lady takes big issue with that. Take Wren versus United States, 1996. That's right. What you're seeing right here, this is literally a Wren stop. This is a Wren stop. What? This is in Las Vegas Metro Police Department. I'm suing this police department currently right now for $5 million.
See, they pulled my man over for nothing. The car was parked. You can't mess with the passenger. You're not going to violate my rights, sweetheart. You violate my rights, you're going to suffer. Don't violate my rights. Don't violate my rights. I'm 10 feet back legally. I'm supposed to be 10 feet back, and I'm 10 feet back, and you violate my...
Okay, wait a minute. Now, there's no 10-foot back rule. She's making things up that aren't there. What are you supposed to do when the cop comes up to you and you're filming? What are you supposed to say? What are the first words out of your mouth when you are holding your camera up and you are filming police? Put it in the comment section. I will pin the comment. What is the first thing you say when those cops walk up to you? The first thing you say when you're holding your camera out filming? I invoke my 1A right. So, Basil, not only am I going to make sure we track down your trifold, I'm giving you a free set of cop cards. The first thing you say to a pig when the pig walks up to you is, I invoke my First Amendment right. Immediately, without delay, so that he knows he's violating your First Amendment right. If you don't say it when you get to court, it doesn't count.
You're going to suffer. Don't violate my rights. Don't violate my rights. I'm 10 feet back legally. I'm supposed to be 10 feet back, and I'm 10 feet back, and you violate my husband's rights. Okay, I got my... Thank you, babe. Thank you.
But listen, you have got to say the words. You have got to say the words. Reach down deep into your soul and say the words. I invoke my First Amendment right. When a cop approaches you and you're holding a camera, you say, I invoke my First Amendment right. Put it in the comment section. When a cop approaches you, the first thing you say is, I invoke my First Amendment rights, so that he doesn't get to invoke that pesky qualified immunity at federal court when you sue his happy ass.
Yeah. It's okay, babe. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. They're going to know that you're not one today. If he don't know, he's going to find... Oh, let me get the paper. Can I get the paper for you? Can I talk to you? Okay. Excuse me. It's a paper. Can I have you? Yes. It's a paper that he has got his driver's license lost. So he went and made a report at the building right there. So they gave him a paper. So we got to get the paper. Yeah, he's kind of mean, dude. Do you have ID on you? No, it's at the house. We just came to get toilet paper.
Okay, when the cop asks you for your ID, you tell her, I invoke my Fourth Amendment right. No ID without probable cause. You don't get them asking you for your ID is a Fourth Amendment seizure. No warrant shall issue but upon probable cause. That's the Fourth Amendment. It's the right of the people to be secure in their person, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. Your husband being pulled over for no reason and you filming it is an unreasonable seizure of your identification.
Okay. This is ridiculous. Like, okay. Bro, that's crazy.
What's your first name?
Actually, my ID is in my husband's wallet, actually. Yeah.
What's your first name?
Whoa. This is the reason why so many of you, this is the reason why I give away so many of the Fifth Amendment cop cards. Number 4, right there on the Fifth Amendment cop card, says cop demands ID, says he has reasonable articulable suspicion. While filming, I plead the Fifth Amendment. I identify as good citizen. The law is in the navy blue. Hibble versus Nevada, with reasonable articulable suspicion, citizen must state how they ID. Do not give ID without probable cause. The gold with this and just reciting the words is that his qualified immunity, gone. Can't say you have qualified immunity. She clearly said, I invoke my First Amendment right to be press. When you said ID, she said, I don't have to give ID. Hibble versus Nevada is the Supreme Court on-point case law that says I don't got to give ID unless you got probable cause. I have this in my wallet, this like my license credit card in my wallet for this exact moment so that I could educate your dumb cop ass, so that I could have it on camera, so that if you illegally detained me and seized my ID, so I could sue your happy ass. That's why I got the card in my pocket. That's why I'm filming everything.
Why are you running my name, though? I'm not understanding. Okay, but
you don't give them your name. You show them the card. You show them the card in your hand. You show them the card and repeat the words.
Do you have ID on you?
No, it's at the house. We just came to get toilet.
Why is it any of her business if your ID is at the house? It's time to get rightfully indignant. It's time to stand on your rights and say, can I get some ID? Can I get some ID? One second real quick right here. Yeah, this right here, this card right here, number 4 on this card says, I don't got to give you my ID. Says it right there that the law is Hibble versus Nevada. In case you don't know, it's 2004. I just ran out of room on the card. I couldn't put any more on there. That's the reason you got the card in the pocket, so that you can dominate this person who wants to dominate you. That's the reason why you have it. Otherwise, don't have it.
Paper.
Okay.
This is ridiculous. Like,
okay.
Bro, that's crazy.
What's your first name?
Actually, my ID is in my husband's wallet, actually. Yeah.
What's your first name?
Why are you running my name, though? I'm not understanding. Okay, but you don't mess with the passenger. You're violating my rights. Do you understand that? I just want you guys to know what you guys are doing. It's wrong.
He's for some reason,
He's wrong, too. You have to confirm for yourself to make sure you're right. You have to protect yourself. You have to protect yourself. He's not protecting himself. You have to protect you. You're violating my rights because of what he said. Like, his rights are being violated. This is not right. This is not right. No. We got it. Hi, we're coming to get our toilet paper when we're done.
Do you see what she's doing right here? I want to point out something. If you're her man right here, okay, you want this to happen. You don't want to just be drug off to the dungeon for no good reason.
You're running my name, though. I'm not understanding. Okay, but you don't mess with the passenger. You're violating my rights.
They can ask you to get out of the car using Maryland versus Wilson from 1997.
You understand that? I just want you guys to know what you guys are doing. It's wrong.
For some reason,
he's wrong too. You have to confirm for yourself to make sure you're right. You have to protect.
I'm nervous and I'm scared, he said. I'm nervous and I'm scared. Number 3 on the Fifth Amendment cop card. Cop asks you to exit the vehicle. You see where it says it right that? Number 3 then says in the yellow, exit and state, I plead the Fifth Amendment. I do not consent to searches or seizures. That would mean your identification. The 1997 case of Maryland versus Wilson means the cop believes that you're armed and dangerous if he's ordering you out of the car. So you have to get out of the car if you're the passenger. I know it's not right. Maryland versus Wilson, the 1997 case, is an extension of the 1968 case called Terry versus Ohio. Without Terry versus Ohio, there is no Maryland versus Wilson. You don't have to get out of the car in the name of officer safety.
Yourself. You have to protect yourself. He's not protecting himself. You have to protect you. You're violating my rights because of what he said. Like his rights are being violated. This is not right. This is not right.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. His rights are not being violated. The black robe tyrants, the Supreme Court in 1968 said that cops could detain us. You're not really arrested when you're in torture cuffs. You're only detained. Now, the police since 1968 have created a series of policies, procedures, and protocols based around the policy created called Terry versus Ohio by the Supreme Court. Part of their policy is that when they detain you now, instead of you just having to stand in an area, now you go in torture cuffs. That's their policy.
No, we got it. Hi, we're coming to get our toilet paper when we're done.
You'll see the things from my stolen.
Wow, it doesn't matter. You shouldn't have to explain your past. You shouldn't have to. They're not going to incriminate you.
If I get your ID out of the vault.
They stopped him. They stopped him for no reason.
Actually, I do care. Yes, I do care. I very much so do care. You will not get my name. You don't need my name. Don't violate our rights.
No, you're detained because that's the Terry policy. And look at the public humiliation this man has to go through. A bunch of people outside looking at him in torture cuffs.
You're not even supposed to know his
What'd this pig say?
You will not
I'm trying to hear what this pig said. Is my volume turned all the way up? It sure is.
get my name. You don't need my name. Don't violate our rights.
Okay, so he said when you're driving, it doesn't matter. I can't hear over her, but I believe he says, why am I being detained? And he says, when you're driving, it doesn't matter. You can be detained. Listen carefully. Tell me if anybody can transcribe the words for me.
Don't violate our rights. You're not even supposed to know his name. If he don't want you, you cannot articulate a crime. This is so sad. Lord have mercy on their souls.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Right here for me.
Oh, honey, they're demons. Each and every one of them has been taken over by a demon. And they can so nonchalantly ruin you. He's putting something in his pocket, strolling around his car. The other man's in torture cuffs, being tortured. Torture cuffs are always torture. Put it in the chat. Torture cuffs are always torture.
Okay.
Wow. This cop in this car right here is the criminal. I need his number. I need his number. He's a criminal. He can't even articulate a crime. We weren't even in the vehicle moving. The vehicle was parked. We're about to get tissue. You got to be the good guy or you're the bad guy. There's no in between. There's no in between, right, America? There's no in between, America. Look how they got my baby hemmed up. We grown as hell. They treating us like kids. No.
Oh no. This is despotism, my friend. This is the definition of despotism. The application in a cruel and unusual way.
No. I'm standing on my right.
Look, this guy's just chilling. Gonna go home, have a burger. You know? He's got his glasses on, having a nice day. Looks like a nice day in Vegas, a little overcast, not too hot. Nice cool day outside. This guy's being tortured in the torture cuffs. We got these people all hemmed up for no reason. You don't think he's a demon? They tortured these people for no reason.
I'm standing on my rights. I got it. I'm getting all three of theirs. I'm getting all three of them. I'm getting all three of them. No, man, this is ridiculous. We just got pulled the other day. They need to sit down and have meetings. They don't converse with each other. Yeah, he's too aggressive, too mean. Car was parked. What the hell is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, officer? I need your badge number when you get out of there. Officer, what's his name? I'm going to figure that out as soon as he steps out that vehicle because he has to tell me his name. I don't have to say my name.
So here's the problem, y'all. And you know, don't kill the messenger. Don't blame me. All right. The 1968 case of Terry versus Ohio allows the police to run up and grab you and put you in torture cuffs. That's the policy created by Terry versus Ohio. You can get all the badge numbers you want. You can get all the names you want. These guys are following policy. We've seen the last couple days on DLZ here when I've covered some videos that the cops who kill people, and it's heinous, and we see it on video, and it's murder. They're charged with involuntary manslaughter. Why was that pig yesterday charged with involuntary manslaughter when he stuck the gun to the back of the guy's head and blew his brains out? Because the man who was murdered had the taser in his hand. And according to their policy, that when a citizen has a taser in their hand, it's a lethal weapon. And so their policy justifies lethal force, which is why he was charged with involuntary manslaughter instead of outright murder for sticking a gun to the back of the guy's head and killing him. They're following their policy. You're in torture cuffs and it's perfectly legal.
He's at work. I don't have to. I'm a free citizen. This is what we watch these videos for. This is why we got to do our homework, because they don't want us educated on this level. They don't want us to have this education. But guess what? We do. And those handcuffs on you, somebody's going to see about that.
They're torture. Yeah. You know who's going to see about it, honey? It's going to be me when I run for governor and I win and I ban torture cuffs forever. There's absolutely no reason in a free America you have to be torture cuffed and call it detained. You can easily Velcro strap someone's wrist if they have to be strapped down. This man's with his chick. They're in the middle of the daytime. There's no reason he has to be in torture cuffs. It takes a governor, the executive from the top, to change the policy from the top down. And it's going to take another 5 or 10 or 15 years before I'm governor. So there's going to be 10 more years of this crap happening. And then one state, the state that I'm governor in, will ban these torture cuffs. And those torture cuff companies that are multi-billion-dollar corporations will be lobbying against me. They'll be telling you guys that I'm this or I'm that or I'm bad. I've been here for years.
You're going to see about that. You're going to have to answer to somebody about why. About why. And why.
So here's what she's mad about right now. She's mad her husband is in torture cuffs. And so here's what she says about it.
This is what we watch these videos for. This is why we got to do our homework, because they don't want us educated on this level. They don't want us to have this education. But guess what? We do. And those handcuffs on you, somebody's going to see about that. You're going to see about that. You're going to have to answer to somebody about why. About why. And wonder why you're not going to get your 3 strikes. It's going to take you a lot longer. You're going the wrong way, honey. You're going the wrong way if you're trying to get those 3 strikes. You're not going to get them illegally.
Actually, the only thing she's truly missing is she's missing her 5th Amendment cop card. And the pig is likely to get more stripes if he was to kill one of them. There's been plenty of studies that show that when a pig brutally beats and is charged with crimes or murders somebody within the next 12 months, they are promoted. They receive Officer of the Award. It's documented. She needs her 5th Amendment cop card in her hand, and she needs to be reciting it.
You're not going to get those 3 stripes and stripes on your arms illegally. Am I wrong? Am I lying, America?
No.
You're not going to get them illegally.
You're not lying, but it's not illegal what they're doing. That's a Terry stop. They're allowed to detain you like that because of Terry versus Ohio.
You're not going to get them illegally. I will not have it. I got to live in this place. I got to live here.
We're living through hell together, hon. We're watching that black robe tyrants when there was no cameras and social media quietly pass that you could be detained. 4 days after Robert Kennedy was assassinated, the entire country was in mourning.
I'm not coming outside afraid of nobody. Fucking bullying. What type of shit is that? Can't even get toilet paper to wipe your ass early in the morning. Goodness gracious, that's what they need to educate in school. The Constitution. That's what they need to put in the school. They need to make that a real class.
So let me explain what happens when the black robe tyrants weigh in on a constitutional question. Can you be detained and still not be arrested? When they weighed in on that, their constitutional perspective on what the Constitution says on what's reasonable of the 4th Amendment, the Constitution currently is Terry versus Ohio. It's not the Constitution from 1791. That's not the Constitution ratified in 1793 with our Bill of Rights. That is not the Constitution we're living under. We're living under the 1968 Constitution of Terry versus Ohio, where the cops can grab you and torture cuff you, and that is under the reasonableness standard. That's why we're living in this. That's why she says, man, something's got to be done about these cuffs, right? Because they're from slavery. Torture cuffs were made to torture slaves. They would chain the torture cuff to the tin on your body. If you were a good slave, you would have enough chain that you could still drink water. If you were a bad slave, they would put a short chain, and so you couldn't get the cup to your mouth. We're still using the exact same torture cuffs today.
Matter of fact, they need to re-educate officers on the Constitution. You know, maybe it'll help a lot. 1 through 5, you know, just the basics. Just the basics. Just the basics. Just the basics, sweetheart. For real. What is wrong with these people, man? Come on now. And I hate to look at everybody like they're the same, but you have to come and run for what he says. You have to go for what he says, and you don't know what he brung you into. You don't move like that out as a grown man with your own shoes on and your own bills. You don't move like that. You don't follow no man like that. That's like following in a game. No.
Right, but that's not what they sign up for. They sign up for instant best friends. That's what they sign up for. Donald needs his 5A cop card. Put a 1 in the chat if you have a Fifth Amendment cop card. Put a 1 in the chat if I've sent it to you and you have that Fifth Amendment cop card. You have it in your wallet. You have it in your car. You have it. Put a 1 in the chat if you have it. The driver and the non-driver card. Let me know if you guys have that card on your wallet, in your wallet, on your wallet. If it's on your wallet, it might fall off. Keep it in your wallet. I have mine in my phone. Exactly. 1111. You have to have it. You have to follow the tutorial on the card. 1, 2, 3 on the one side, 4, 5, 6 on side B. Follow the tutorial. Don't let the cops slip you up. What you do and say is in the yellow. The only time the yellow and black card comes out of your wallet is when there's a pig standing in front of you. There's no other time. Maybe to sit around and talk with friends about it and look up the case law. Each one of these has some case law attached to it, but it goes in your wallet. Oh, Don Andre Investigations in the house, everybody. Let's keep watching.
You got to know what's going on. People I hate to look at everybody like they're the same.
I love this what she says here, but remember, she probably hasn't read the Mullen Commission. She doesn't know that these guys sign up to have instant best friends who will lie, cheat, steal, and murder for you. She doesn't know that. She hasn't read the Mullen Commission that's available on deletelaws.com for free. Pick it up when you're there getting your cop card and read the Mullen, because what she says here is inaccurate.
For real. What is wrong with these people, man? Come on now.
What's wrong with them is they're beta males who joined so they could have instant best friends who would lie, cheat, steal, and murder for them.
I hate to look at everybody like they're the same, but you have.
They are all the same. This rant right here, I listened to this last night, this little 30-second rant right here, and I was like, she's so spot on, but it's just
to come and run for what he says. You have to go for what he says, and you don't know what he brung you into.
Right. One will attack another person, and it doesn't matter who they're attacking. The Brown Church just join in on the beating.
You don't move like that out as a grown man with your own shoes on.
No, he lives for being told what to do. He's like a dog. He needs to be told orders.
Your own bills. You don't move like that. You don't follow no man like that. That's like following in a gang.
He's in a gang, baby. You're nailing it. You are nailing it.
No, you got to know what's going on. Keep your scenery, because people getting fired.
They hardly ever do.
People are losing their jobs.
Very rarely.
Officers are resigning.
Most of the time, so they keep their peace officer's license so they can work anywhere in that state within 5 years, or get reciprocity and go to another state.
At a time. Come on, man. Wake up, y'all.
Such a good
we
rant.
Live here. Y'all not even riding through y'all neighborhoods. That's where the real shit going on at. Believe it or not, people out here, because they gotta be. You have more sense than a little bit. The bullshit is in your neighborhoods.
Oh, yeah. She's got that right.
Violating our rights and wasting our times. We're wasting our poor time. I'm supposed to be cooking my husband breakfast. I'm sorry, baby. After he took his morning shit. He couldn't get no toilet paper yet, so he still got the bubble guts. Yes, I appreciate Family Dollar. You see
So he's got to take a shit the whole time? The whole time he's standing there in torture cuffs? Could you imagine how mad he is?
Supposed to be cooking my husband breakfast. I'm sorry, baby. After he took his morning shit. He couldn't get no toilet paper yet, so he still got the bubble guts. Yes, I appreciate Family.
I mean, it's funny, right? It's I could feel my face get flushed and I'm laughing, and that's funny. Wipe the smile off your face for a second and just consider that to be you. All whatever she just said, breakfast, my husband take his morning dump, he needs some toilet paper, they run to the store to get some toilet paper, you're enjoying your morning with your lady. Of course, you have to use the bathroom, you need some toilet paper, but you can't go. She just made you breakfast. Now your gut's full of food, or you just got to wake up and take your morning duty. And now, instead of you being able to go to the bathroom in the morning, you're in torture cuffs on the side of the road with people coming out of their businesses to look at you, and your wife is filming, and you're in this chaotic scene, and the whole time you got to go to the bathroom. It's funny. It is funny. She got to take a dookie. He's got bubble guts. It's funny. Unless it was you. Unless it was you that had to go to the bathroom and you're literally in cuffs and you're going, man, I've got to go to the bathroom. But you can't reason with these people. They're demons. They've taken off any kind of good person they can be to put on this G.I. Joe loser outfit. And that's your enemy now. You're going to shit your pants? They'll laugh at you.
Dollar, you see that? I love it. Love is love, man. Love is love. Thank God for witnesses. Thank God for all that good stuff. Because look, we obviously don't have any good guys left, do we? What's your batch number? Okay, what's your name? Would you tell a judge that? What's your name, officer? Okay, nice to meet you. I'll wait till you're...
Nice to meet you. Hello, goodbye. Nice to meet you are for the weak. They're for the weak. These people are demons. Gillihan is one of the demons that could have said, let's go grab those black folks right there. Or those folks if you're white. Or those Mexicans if you're brown. Or those Asians if you're a creamy brown. He could have been one of the guys that was like, yeah, let's go. He's got the murder gloves on. What's nice to meet him? What's so nice? Hi, how you doing today? Nice to meet you. Thank you. Good to see you. You could take all those things and shove them right up your nose. I'm not interested. This guy's not my buddy. He's not my friend. I wouldn't hang out with him. I wouldn't like him in real life. Good to meet you is for suckers.
What's your name, officer? Okay, nice to meet you. I'll wait till your friend gets out. Yeah, I'm going to give them 10 feet because they deserve their 10 feet. You know, because they are human beings.
There is no 10-foot rule. She's citing things that are not true. You can be as close as you want, and they'll tell you to step back when you're too close. And then that's where the battle begins for where your feet are going to be planted.
6 feet isn't even enough. 10 feet.
Have you pulled me over before?
Film the guy in cuffs.
I don't remember. I pull over a lot of people.
Okay, I'm just wondering. I just wanted some type of...
But the vehicles actually are operating. If the vehicles are actually operating when he pulls them over, so I respect this guy.
I don't know what happened before I got here. I just came because he asked for another unit.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just being ridiculous, wasting your time. You could actually be catching a real criminal. You could actually have somebody in handcuffs, like a real case going down wherever you guys go and dropping their ass off. Because this is a total waste of time. This red band, just know it's a waste of time. This is legitimacy. We're working on our life. This is our business right here. So we're not going to get rid of it. We're turning this into a business. So it's not going to the junkyard. We're going to keep this thing. We're going to make this a food van. And you're going to see us riding around here vending. And you better leave us alone. We're going to have all our paperwork together, too.
Just spouting out her hopes and dreams, man. It's beautiful to hear.
Yeah, it's just too much, man. I try to give them the respect, but like it's like bullying after a while. Tired of being bullied. Like, come on, America, y'all know what's going on. Come on. I like this guy right here, you know. I like his whole demeanor. He has a mind of his.
I'm just stupefied, to be honest, hearing those words.
Tired of being bullied. Like, come on, America, y'all know what's going on.
Yeah, we do. So don't be nice to these pigs doing this to you.
Come on.
He's in torture cuffs and he's got to take a dump.
I like this guy right here.
What's to like about him? What's likable about him? He's got on murder gloves. He's ready to arrest everybody there and take you to the dungeon. What's likable?
You know, I like his whole demeanor. He has a mind of his own. I like that. I don't know if I'll let my little sister wear that outfit. Not that little outfit. Ooh, I gotta edit that out. That's a little too short. You're a teenager.
So they just wanted his ID to run him for warrants is what they were doing. But to do it, they put him in torture cuffs.
Yeah, I had weapons. They looked at my tools and said it was a knife.
Yeah, and you see what's on the side of the van, on the side of the SUV? Partners with the community. Put a 1 in the chat if these guys are not your partner.
All my tools. Yeah,
they were trying to find something, anything.
I said, look at all the rest of the charges.
When you look at his charges and the years that it took for him to get out, he did his time. You don't get out and you don't. Actually, I've seen some grown ass men out here that don't learn. They go in there when they're adolescents and they come out still fools. So, yeah, everybody do. You can't treat everybody the same, but some people you got to know how to set a difference aside. Like, yeah, he got his fucking lesson. He done got fat in there. Smart. Yeah. You're not going to be the same person you was 13 years ago. Never. Nobody is.
I went down to the police station and I have an affidavit in my civil passport.
I'm pretty sure that's in the system. I'm pretty sure he sees that on the computer.
I got to go. That's in the window also.
Everything's legit. Can't find no crime. Can't articulate one. I just want to see if he can make up one. Everything we know that he will do is going to be fake. So I'm going to take this video to court.
It's just frustrating me because there's absolutely nothing that can be done from court. He is an ex-felon. They're going to use that as a pretextual stop. That's Wren versus United States, and they're gonna justify their actions. And there's absolutely no damages. Even though the wrists are being tortured from the torture cuffs, there's no damages unless they haul him off to the dungeon, and then there's damages. But in this current state of affairs, they're being Terry stopped under Wren versus United States, 1996. And they're being detained under Terry policies. And they haven't taken her camera out of her hand. So there's nowhere to go from here. The policies created by the Supreme Court are killing us.
And, it's going to get thrown out, bottom line. Definitely after he gives me his name, so. He's around here making crimes. I love that type of stuff. We're going viral,
Yeah, I think you are going viral. I think a lot of people are going to watch this and be pretty disgusted. The cops can just run up and grab you using Terry versus Ohio. It's pretty disgusting.
I definitely need your information and your name once you get your fancy behind out your car. Yes.
She's so entertaining.
And talk to me and address me how you would address a professional judge. Talk to me how you would defend yourself. Don't come with that gangster stuff because you're being recorded. Yep, the whole time.
She's so
Still
funny.
hasn't articulated anything. But it's okay, though. We know who the real crook is. Don't we, America? Yes. This is them. Metropolitan Las Vegas police. They give Las Vegas a bad name. I bet they're going to run all the tourists away like they did in What's that city called?
Atlantic City.
Atlantic City. Yeah, this is going to be like another Atlantic City eventually. With all the crime and with all the bad
It's already there. What are you talking about? Bad cops, bad crime. That's what Vegas has become.
police are the crime. So
yeah, they're the biggest drug dealers, the biggest pimps, the biggest casino jockeys. They are the crime. If you don't know that, you haven't read the Mullen Commission. The police are the head of every single crime syndicate in America.
two go together, people are just going to head up out of here. It's not that big. So enjoy it while you can. More people, the ones that's going to come in are going to be the distastefuls, so the rent's going to get higher. And then the decent people are just going to leave like everywhere else. It is what it is. It's the same story, different neighborhood.
Well, no, it doesn't matter which neighborhood you go to. Right now, do me a favor, everybody, and I'll ask y'all right now. Do me a favor, put a 1 in the chat if your neighborhood or the neighborhood that you know of is the worst police state in America. Go ahead and let's just take it even further. Put a 1 in the chat if you can list the worst police state in America. Go ahead, put it right in the chat. Put it right in there. Let me see what it says. Which is the worst county in America? I'm going to say it's Washington County. Miami-Dade. I put Washington County. Let me know the worst county in America. Let me know the worst county. Cook County, Knoxville County, California. So I'm just reading some counties here. Illinois is the worst. Los Angeles County is the worst. What do you guys got? Tell me the worst county in America. Which city is the worst police state in America? Which state is the worst police state in America? Which federal branch is the worst police in federally? Tell me. Washington County, D.C., Soto County, Arizona, Morrison, Washington, Arizona, they're saying. Fairfield is the worst county. NYPD is the worst. I'm just reading some comments over here. Texas in general is the worst. Montgomery County is the worst. What else you got? What else do you got? Lawrence County, Ohio is the worst county. Are you seeing something that I'm showing you now? Keep going. Tell me the worst county. Harris County is the worst one. What are you seeing happen here? Tell me the worst county right now. Put it in the comment section now. What is the worst city, county, area for pigs, for the police state in the United States of America? Put it in the comments. Newark, LAPD, Arizona, Mississippi, New Mexico. Be honest. Tell me the worst place. You don't see the same answer twice very often, do you? You don't see the same answer twice. Everybody across America is going to say, it's right here in LA County. This is the worst. We got LASD. Google it, ASD gangs. Put it in Google right now. And then someone says, Blounceville, Alabama. In Blounceville, Alabama, put it in Google. Look it up. We got a sheriff here that killed this dude and got away with murder. In Concord, New Hampshire, man, we had a cop here beat this chick, rape her. She went to the hospital, had his baby, and he got off. Riverside County, where's the worst one? San Diego, the worst one. Hudson in Florida is the worst one. How do I say it? Washoe County, Wisconsin, that's the worst one. So which is the worst one? I'm just confused. Which is the worst one? I don't know which the worst one is. Can someone tell me? I don't know which the worst county is. Monroe County. Are you getting what I'm putting down, Brown? Are you starting to see a pattern here? It's everywhere. It's ubiquitous. These policies, procedures, and protocols under Terry versus Ohio is what makes it brutal, barbaric, and inhumane. It's just a simple fact.
I have an appointment for DMV. It's August the 23rd. I have that also. Yeah. Some cops told me to take it off, but some cops told me to leave it on. If I take it off, I get bored. If I leave it on, I really can't win.
It's confusing.
Can't win.
I wish it was like a guideline where they all said the same thing and we'll just be for sure.
Work with our country right now because we backed up.
Yeah, our country got to work with us too. They know what's going on. All you gotta do is just be a genius and just pull to the side and see the right sticker. Some people just want to be asses, trying to play detective when you're not a freaking detective. Be a traffic cop. You know what I mean? And that's the problem we have now. People are doing more than their job. You know, don't go over and beyond the call of duty. Actually see something and be victorious. Walk out the situation a good guy, you know, because I actually deal with good guys. I'll call a good guy in a heartbeat. I'll take your personal call and call a good guy. But a bad guy, you're just gonna bring hell to my situation. I don't need that around me. We need those out the system. We need those re-educated. You know, that's gonna be somebody who can train somebody else. Do you want that person training somebody else? Come on, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. We got to stop this somewhere. A temperament like that training somebody? No, I think you're wrong. First, your approach is wrong. You're teaching wrong. You've been taught wrong.
Whoa, man. Bang. That's what, you know, you saw the title of the thumbnail of this video. This woman, while she doesn't really know the data, the actual factual data, that doesn't mean from a layperson's perspective that she's not spot on, dead on, correct in every single thing she said. Now, I happen to be a scholar in this area, so she's not going to know what I know. But that doesn't mean that what she's saying isn't exactly correct. It's just not clinically correct. It's correct for the street, for sure. Listen to this right here. This is just music.
We got to stop this somewhere. A temperament like that training somebody? No, I think you're wrong. First, your approach is wrong. You're teaching wrong. You've been taught wrong. Wow. This is crazy. But this is a great video, and I need this. Lord knows I do.
Oh, honey, you are beautiful. You are truly a... If this woman sees this, I know that I'm super rough on policy, procedure, and protocol. You pull your card out, you pull your camera out, and you start using the card. And if you don't do it, you're doing it wrong. I know how I am. But it's just because I don't want to cover your video of you being killed. So, but with that being said, what this woman is beautiful. What she says right here, this is the epitome of everything. She smack mollywops this. If it's a baseball bat, she tore the leather off the ball. If it's an MMA fight, it's a Ben Askren knee strike to the head where Jorge Masvidal knocked his ass out. This is so spot on. None of us are worthy. This is exactly correct.
Come on, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. We got to stop this somewhere.
Got to stop.
A temperament like that training somebody? No,
temperament
I think
like
you're
yours,
wrong.
training
First,
other
your
people.
approach is wrong. You're teaching wrong.
You're teaching
You've been
wrong.
taught wrong.
You've been taught wrong.
Wow. This is crazy, but this is a great video, and I need this. Lord knows I do. I need this.
It's cooler out.
Yeah, that's why I'm out this early, man. I worked till about 4 o'clock this morning. I forced myself out of bed like a piece of old bubble gum. Said I'm going to go and because of this.
I'm so proud of you too, baby. You trying. I am so proud of you.
So this guy already spent time in the dungeon, spent years in a prison. The fact that he's in this position right now has got to have him just absolutely terrified that he could leave that asphalt right there in that parking lot and end up in the dungeon again. He's up at 4 o'clock in the morning, got off work at 4 in the morning, doing a menial labor job because he's knocked back. You can't keep up. Once you're locked in the dungeon for years on end, you can't keep up with the latest iPhone update. Get up out of bed. And this cop doesn't care about him.
I'm so proud of you too, baby. You trying. I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
If I get it for you, what you got?
I think she got a picture of you.
Oh, the insurance?
Where is the rest of that video? Ugh. Oh, did you hear it? Oh, I know where the rest of the video is. I know where. Guess where the rest of the video is. Listen carefully to what is said right here. Listen carefully.
If I get it for you, what you gonna do?
She got a picture of you.
Oh, the insurance?
The insurance. Guess what she had to do?
Or if I get it for you, what you gonna do?
She got a picture of you.
Oh, the insurance?
She needed proof of insurance. She didn't have a copy of her. Look, you have the trifold in your car, and I can sell this to you, and please buy my trifold. You have to have it in your car. If you can't afford it, I'll email it to you for free so you can at least print it out, and then it's an 8x11 sheet of paper. You can get it printed anywhere. I can do that for you. I can email it to you so you have the PDF so you can print it out, no problem. What I can't do is organize you so that when the pigs are in front of you, you don't have to turn off your phone to get your insurance out of your phone. I can't do that for you. You have to have the wherewithal to understand. Put a 1 in the chat if cops are trying to pull you over in America. Put a 1 in the chat if cops are trying to pull you over. If they're hiding on the side of the road, back a little bit with their lights off. If they're hiding around the bend of a freeway, if they're down below the grass, put a 1 in the chat if cops are trying to pull you over. Okay. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Please buy my trifold. I appreciate it. Thank you. I do a $9 one you can print out at home, or I'll email it to you for free. Or you buy the $20 one and I'll give you the cop card with it for free. There's going to be enough people that buy my trifold that your purchase from me is not going to make or break me. It's not. It won't. You not having your trifold in your car with your insurance, registration, and a copy of your ID tucked neatly into your trifold so that when you get pulled over, it's up on you. I sent you the rubber band with the trifold. It came with the trifold in the envelope. It's a broccoli wad rubber band, nice fat rubber band, goes right around your visor. When that cop pulls you over, you go to a touchdown position. So just like a touchdown in football. See my looks like a field goal, right? Exactly like that. Everything's rubber banded up in my visor. License, registration, proof of insurance. As soon as those cops surround the car and I'm behind the driver steering wheel, I don't have a choice. I have to give him my materials. He can be wrong. I can list 10 case law. It doesn't matter if he's wrong. This could be Kansas versus Glover. This particular case could be a Kansas versus Glover case where they ran the license plate. It came back. He was on parole or probation that required he go through identification checks. We don't know what's on his probation or parole. Cops come up. You simply give them your license, registration, and proof of insurance. That simple. Now, when the cop says anything else to you, boom, I got you. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Just like that. Officer, respectfully. Well, where are you heading? I just invoked my Fifth Amendment right. That means the cop can't ask me another question or he loses qualified immunity, and the Fifth Amendment is widely established. Don't ask me another question, copper. Don't ask me another question. She turned off her phone because she didn't have a copy of her insurance card. She didn't have herself set up. I asked everybody in here. There was 400, 500 ones. Are the cops trying to pull you over? Put a 1 in the chat. Yes, 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 yes. Put a 1 in the chat if you have yourself set up so the jackboot thug pig can't take complete and total control over you. I'm not breaking myself. Hendricks versus Maryland, the 1915 case allows states to create a Department of Motorized Vehicles where they're going to force me to have a driver's license. 99% of people who drive a car have a driver's license. It's not what I agree with. That's the system. I now have my license, registration, and proof of insurance on a laminated card. So that way I never am without it ever, 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 ever I've been pulled over twice on camera. Both times the cop accepted the photocopy of my driver's license. Both times. And I wasn't being polite. I'm not very polite to pigs. So that means you have to have yourself set up. You have to have yourself set up the exact same way that I am. If you don't, you're going to have to turn your camera off just like she had to do. And if you turn your camera off, he got killed. He died. What happened? We're going to release the body camera footage. It's going to come out. Your brain is going boo, 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 boo. It's like so unbelievable. I saw this on this channel, Chemtrails. Chem Before the Sun. Drop a subscription, give them a thumbs up button, and then full support. Drop them a comment for the algorithm. I might even algorithm. Give them one of those. And this is an epic ID refusal. Look at all those pigs. What has our country come to? Why are we what are we? Land of the free, home of the pig. Does that make sense? Land of the free, home of the swine. Look at how many pigs are behind this guy. And we pay for that. We pay for them to do that. Man, Basil, you are on fire with the commentary today. Where's Chevy? I haven't seen Chevy. KT, Soy, what's going on? So you say, what's going on? Daryl, how's everybody doing today? Do me a favor, put in the comment section, OTVO. Let me read off some people's names.
What in the hell is going on?
Look at all those cops.
What? I'm on private property, boss.
Look at all those cops. 3 cop cars all coming at this dude. Oh, so just so you guys know, the worst county, this is in Thousand Trails Valley, Verde Valley, Arizona. So this is the place with the worst cops, I guess.
What in the hell is going on?
What in the hell? Why are there 3 cop cars coming at me? 3 dudes with guns. This guy's got his hand on his gun.
What? I'm on private property, boss. Have I broken the law?
Step out of the vehicle, please.
Have I broken the law?
No, but we're officer safety. We don't know what's in the vehicle.
All right.
Like you step out and we can talk.
Okay, so what's the recurring theme so far today? This is a Terry stop. He walks up and says, what? I invoke what? Officer safety. Could they order you out of the car for officer safety before 1968? No. So this is a Terry stop, and now they're using Pennsylvania versus Mims, 1977, which is an extension of what case? Terry versus Ohio. Without Terry, there's no Mims.
Please.
Have I broken the law?
No, but
No, you have.
Right.
You've done nothing wrong. They approach you, but because they don't know what's in your vehicle, they can order you out of the vehicle and detain you in torture cuffs.
Like you step out and we can talk.
Well, this isn't a traffic stop, and I haven't broken the law.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Terry versus Ohio allows police to walk up to you right now. You could be anywhere you want. You can be in Safeway, Ralph's, the grocery store, Kroger's, Piggly Wiggly's, wherever you shop for groceries. Cops can walk up to you in the grocery store and say, I'm going to pat you down for weapons. You can be at Disneyland. You could be at your sister's wedding. You could be going to the gym. You could be coming out of the tanning salon. You could be going to the dog grooming store. You could be coming back from the pet food store. Cops can walk up to you anytime they want and say, for our safety, we're going to pat you down and detain you. This is the reason why I always say, put in the comment section, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio.
This is not a traffic stop. And
look at that. Does it look like he's scared for his safety?
Not broke.
Boy, this guy right here, he turned into, look at the guy on the right here with the goatee. Just like the high school bully that picked on you. Watch him.
This is not a traffic stop.
out of the
and I have not broken a law. Stop. And I have not broken.
Did he say fucking car?
This is not a traffic stop, and I have not
Step out of the fucking car. Wow, these guys are really good guys.
broken a law.
And he's about to. He looks like he's constipated. He won't get out. He won't get out. He won't get out.
I'm under arrest.
Now you're under arrest.
What am I under arrest for?
Get out of the car.
Yeah, what disorderly conduct?
Get out of the car. We'll talk about it. But right now, you're resisting arrest.
Okay. Follow the logic. He's sitting on the side of the road. The cops come up to him as he's sitting on the side of the road, not driving, minding his own business. Then the cops say, get out of the car. We don't know what's in your car for our safety. Using Terry versus Ohio. He says, no, I haven't done anything wrong. And then they say, you're under arrest for disorderly conduct. What? What? In what kind of wacko world are we living in? What kind of wacko world are we living in right now? You just saw it. He just walked up to the car and said, hey, what are you doing on the side of the road? Get out of the car. Wait a minute. For what? Okay, that's it. You're under arrest. For what? What did I do? I thought I was just sitting in my car today. I didn't know I'd be put in torture cuffs and under arrest today. I haven't done a damn thing but left my house. That's all I did is just leave my house, man. Please, please just let me live, copper. Please just let me live. No. You defied an order. Get out of the car. You're under arrest. What did I do? What did I do? I was just sitting in my car. That's where we are at this stop. This is a Terry stop. No probable cause. Probable cause is the standard when the cops can grab you. Not reasonable suspicion. That's created from Terry. Probable cause is the standard. Reasonable suspicion is what these guys are doing now. I'm gonna have a roid rage. I'm gonna lose my mind. What are we looking at here? This is unbelievable.
And I have not
Okay, so okay.
broken the law.
Okay, so let me just shut the front door here for myself. Okay, we're 8 seconds in here. Is going to be the very first words. So you go from sitting. He's going to go. Who else's blood's boiling? Put a 1 in the chat if your blood is just boiling right now. Okay, my blood is boiling. I'm going to let this play uninterrupted. I want you guys to watch this. This is going to start at 8 seconds, and that's the only time I'll interrupt it is when I'll say arrested. So we're going to go from 8 seconds to where he's arrested. He's sitting in the car on the side of the road doing nothing. Supposed to be free in the United States. This is a Terry stop. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Terry stop.
Hell is going on? What? I'm on private property, boss. Have I broken the law?
Step out of the vehicle, please.
Have I broken the law?
No, but we're officer safety. We don't know what's in the vehicle.
All right.
Like you step out and we can talk.
Well, this isn't a traffic stop, and I haven't broken the law.
You're a lawful order.
This is not a traffic stop, and I have not broken a law. I'm under
22 seconds. That's how long it took. From the time the cops walked up to him, free on the side of the road, until the time he's under arrest. 22 seconds.
arrest. What am I under arrest for?
Get out of the car.
Yeah. What disorderly conduct?
Get out of the car. We'll talk about it. But right now, you're resisting arrest.
Get out of the car. We're going to drag you out. We're going to break your window, drag you out.
For what conduct did I do that was disorderly? You witnessed disorderly conduct?
ARS 13-1904.
You witnessed disorderly conduct? Wait, you witnessed disorderly conduct to arrest me? Is there a sergeant here?
lieutenant's right here.
Okay, you witnessed disorderly conduct to arrest me, Lieutenant? Well, he's saying I'm under arrest. Well, am I under arrest or not? So I'm not under arrest and they just threatened arrest? Okay, I'll agree with you there. Clearly, I'm being lawfully detained. Am I under arrest like this officer just said?
Well, let's not agree with him clearly that you're being lawfully detained because we don't know if that's true.
You said I'm not. Well, freaking vent's so loud. I gotta. Okay.
Sir, please step out of the vehicle.
No.
Okay.
So I said I'll talk to you.
Okay. Do you have any weapons in your car?
I'm not going to answer any questions.
Because this is a big.
I'm so sorry. I hate to interrupt it. What do we know? What did he do wrong right there? Team DLZ in the comment section. What do you do? I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I don't answer questions is not invoking your Fifth Amendment privilege, according to the 2013 case at the Supreme Court of Salinas versus Texas. The black robe tyrants said you actually have to invoke your privilege not to be questioned any further. If you don't say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, then you have not invoked your Fifth Amendment privilege. The way you can make sure you go around their qualified immunity is make sure you film saying, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right, show the copper, show the camera. That goes around his qualified immunity. Now, this is a rather long stop. Every single question that they ask after this goes against their qualified immunity, and you could get their badge taken away. But you have to say the magic words. Not, I don't answer questions. I plead the Fifth Amendment.
Okay, do you have any weapons in your car?
I plead the Fifth Amendment. I show the camera, the trifold, I show the coppers. And then he can't ask me another question, so there's nothing for us to talk about because there'll be no questioning. See the power in the Fifth?
I'm not going to answer any questions.
Because this is a big difference between us taking you out or not. So you can roll down the window the whole way and let us see your hands.
Okay, you guys have you can see my hands. You can see my hands.
This isn't in the
bro.
We're getting to the point where this isn't in the
But why am I being detained?
I understand my rights. I know officer safety.
No, you don't understand your rights. If you are saying you understand, well, maybe he does. Maybe he does.
Seeing both of my hands right now. If it's a lawful.
What Supreme Court case is that? Terry versus Ohio, extended into Pennsylvania versus Mims. This is a Terry stop.
Traffic stop. On private property? Yeah. So what am I being stopped for?
You want to talk about why we're here?
I want to know. He said I'm under arrest, and you said maybe. Now I'm not stopped for a traffic stop. Clearly.
You're being legally detained.
Okay, to investigate something. To investigate something?
Yes.
Okay. What are you investigating?
Disorderly conduct.
Okay. Well, I wasn't disorderly. So, what do you want to know?
What happened?
What happened in that 22 seconds? Well, I walked up and told him to get out, and he said no. So he's disorderly. He's under arrest. 22 seconds. I'm his God. I am God.
What?
I mean, I have on film me just talking to him very, he was not, we weren't agreeing, but it wasn't yelling. There was no threats. There was no threat. This one, the one holding the phone.
That one. Put it on your window. There you go. Perfect.
Okay. I'm Italian. I'm sorry. Yeah, look, it's literally involuntary. When I talk, it comes up. So I'm not trying to do anything. I always thought that was weird, but it is. Look, I'll roll it down a little more for you. Last night, an employee came in and harassed me about my service.
Oh, dude, no. Cut. I'm not going to boil over here. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I don't answer questions. I don't tell stories either. The only story I might say is I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right. I'm still being questioned, and this violates this cop's oath that he took to uphold my constitutional rights. I remember when I learned about the Constitution when I was in junior high school, that when you swear an oath to uphold the Constitution, that's the only story I'm going to be telling. You don't start telling about your employee, this, that, whatever. You don't talk to the cops. Do you get it? Put a one in the chat if the cops are trying to arrest him right now. Put a one in the chat if the cops came there to arrest him. Put a one in the chat if 3 cops come at you. They're coming to arrest you, bro. They're coming to get you. They need you to help them. They need you to say one thing. They need you to corroborate one story they were told by someone else. Were you here at this time on that date? Well, I was there, but that's it. They got you. What's the easiest one they do? Is the address on your driver's license your current driver's license? But you haven't changed your license over from state to state. That's a crime. The 2001 case of Atwater versus City of Lago Vista, a police officer can arrest you for even the most minor infraction of the law. And it's not a violation of your Fourth Amendment right. Atwater versus City of Lago Vista, 2001. You didn't change your address over within 90 days? Step out of the car. You're under arrest. Why? Because he can. And it's legal. And nothing will happen to him. And you go to jail, your car gets impounded. Don't talk to cops. Don't talk to cops.
It is. Look, I'll roll it down a little more for you. Last night, an employee came in and harassed me about my service dog. That was the start of it all. Okay.
This is heartbreaking. I just want to interrupt it because I want him to shut up.
And he said I needed to have a vest on, which I don't. Their rules say you don't need a vest. This happened at another park, which is why I know. And he's pointed to some sign about fake service dogs and really escalated. I mean, first he came in the room and yelled, like, I was in there by myself. It was like 10 o'clock at night. He comes in the door and says, doesn't even know anyone was walking in. Hey, what's going on in here? Like, what the fuck, man? And I'm like, what? And so he's like, you can't have dogs in here. And you can't have your bike up here. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Because my bike, I rolled it up to set up because I was just using the internet. And anyway, man, I told him, dude, you're out of line. You need to go. And by the time I pulled my phone out when I started filming, then he totally changed his demeanor. It was like, oh, well, I'm just going to leave. Right. So then this morning I start texting to try to get the manager's name because I wrote up what happened and I was going to send it to the manager. So security texted me back saying like they got my site number yesterday. So I'm like, okay. So I text him back, hey, can I get the manager's name? And I got all this in here. He printed it out. Actually, that's what's in his hand. I said, hey, can I get the manager's name and email address? Won't give it to me. He's gonna talk to you at 10:30, whatever. I said, okay, can I please get the manager's?
I'm just so sorry. Let me interrupt for 1 second here. Does this change what the cop's goal is right now? So you guys, if you ever catch yourself in a situation, does him telling this story right here, does that change what the cop's goal is? What's the cop's goal? Could someone tell me in the comment section? What is this cop's goal? Why are those 3 cops there? How come they're there? What are they there to do? What's their mission? What are they trying to do? I'm just wondering. Yeah, right there. Right there. Daryl got it. Their goal is to arrest you. I don't want that to be true. I wish it wasn't. They're there to arrest you. The cops are there to arrest you. Don't talk to them. Cops are there to arrest you. Daryl got it. Daryl got it right. The cops are there to arrest you. That's a fact. Cops are there to arrest you.
Name and email address. But no response. Hey man, I got something in writing. I want to send him. Can I please get the manager's name and email address? Won't give it to me. Okay, who's the security guard right now refusing to give me the manager's name and email address? Won't give it to me. And that's, you can go read the text. This is what
it doesn't matter. Melania got it the best. I mean, you can listen to this guy's drizzle, but it doesn't matter. Melania just nailed it. Torture cuffs and tow trucks. That's their goal.
They're trying. This is why they called you. Because I asked him why, because I heard them say the sheriff's here. I'm like, why did you guys call the sheriff? And when I was going out to breakfast, I just stopped to ask. I wanted to get the security guard's name because I'm going to file all this with their corporate. And so when I was stopping there, I hear him on the phone saying sheriff's going, and then he goes, oh, I think he's at the door right now. And so he opens it up with this, shit-eating grin and starts like being real evasive at the door. Like, oh, I told the manager this. I'm like, oh, so you're the security guard? Okay, well, let me get your name. Was not rude, nothing. It's all, I filmed it too. I'm filming every interaction with staff from here on out. Super calm, quiet, just, oh, okay. He wouldn't give me his name, but it was on his jacket. So I'm like, finally, okay, here's your name. What's the manager's name? So then
oh God. I'm so sorry to break up the monotony here. I want to just fast forward through this, but we have to listen to all the stuff he says. Don't be this guy. Don't talk to cops. I mean, I have a Fifth Amendment cop card. I got a Fifth Amendment trifold. There's a pretty consistent thing that I'm teaching you guys, right? Don't talk.
he finally gives it to me. So I did engage him a little bit, like, dude, why was that so hard? Why'd I have to ask 4 times for a manager's name? Like, that's how you treat guests here? And so then he goes, well, the sheriff's going down to talk to you right now. I was like, well, where's the manager? Because that's who I want to talk to. I have no reason to talk to the sheriff. He said manager in the office. That's when I came up here. I talked to him. He clearly is taking his lying. His staff says this dog, dude, it's a 6-year-old service dog. This dog charged him, he says, when he walked in the room. Complete lie. 0 aggression. Never had any incidents with my dog, period. So
what you just did is you allowed them to open a animal case, a humane society case against you. That's what you just did by you saying that your dog's possibly being abused, and the cop can go, this is a humane society issue. We need to make sure that this dog is not being malnourished or beaten or abused.
I filmed it. I was walking out, and they freaking acted like I just robbed a bank, and we're going on the radio. He's getting his drugs. I'm like, what the fuck? And bro, I'm here. I'm a guest. I pay. I have leaser's rights. I paid $6,500 to be a member in this. I have no disorderly conduct. I haven't done anything other than express how they should be treating guests. And yeah, I have PTSD. Maybe I get a little loud, but there's no threats. There's no nothing. They are the ones that are inflicting emotional distress. They're the ones that are escalating things and just subversively escalating it, where they can still be like, well, we didn't call you a fucking asshole, but we acted like you were one, and just we're so evasive, we're going to frustrate the situation so that you become one. So that's where it's at, man.
All right, sir.
So can you step out of the car now? I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at how predictable it is. Did the cops still want to arrest him? I'm just wondering. Put a 1 in the chat if the cops still want to arrest him. The cops still want to arrest him, right? He told that 3-4 minute story. Do the cops still want to put him in handcuffs? Cops still want to arrest him, charge him with something?
So that's where it's at, man.
All right, sir. All right, sir. So the manager wants you trespass from the property.
I have leaser's rights. You guys don't have the authority to get me off of here unless I've committed a crime.
So, like you said, it's private property. No, you don't.
I have leaser's rights. I'm part of the private property, boss. I got a lease for a $6,500 contract.
Okay, let me talk to dispatch for a second. We can work this out.
Yeah, how about these guys, and how about me and you talk, and these guys just cover?
Have your ID by chance, sir?
If I haven't broken a law, I'm not giving you my ID.
No, you're being lawful. But
Hey, stop talking to me. Your lieutenant's talking to me. You shit-eating grin.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, look at you. You just want to shoot somebody or beat their ass. This is the kind of cop that we all know is out looking for trouble. We all saw that grin. We know he wants to bust this window and drag me out. This one here too.
Put a 1 in the chat if he's 100% correct. You are spot on, mi amigo. But the thing is they asked you for ID, and essentially you're still not driving. You could show them number 4 on your non-driver card. You could show them number 4, cop demands ID. You could do that if you wanted to. I would be using the trifold because it's on my visor, but I want you to create a set of policies, procedures, and protocols that you do when you get pulled over so that you always do the same thing. It's like a machine. It only does this. It never does anything else besides this. You know, which way you heading? That's not in my procedures. My procedure is to invoke my Fifth Amendment right, invoke my First Amendment right, and identify myself as a good citizen. That's it. I want you to create a set of, I keep harping on it because I just want it to be so fluid for you. I want to hear, I got pulled over, Chille. And what happened? Nothing. I had my license, registration, proof of insurance ready to go. I gave it to him. He said something to me and I said, respectfully, officer, I plead my Fifth Amendment. Thank you. And I did it right behind my camera. I said, and then what did he say? He said, nothing. He went back and wrote me a ticket. And then what did he say? Nothing. Gave me the ticket and I left. Did you say goodbye? Nope. No point in saying goodbye to someone. It's not good to see them. I want you to get into a rhythm of how you do things. That's why I made this yellow and black. You can just follow 1 through 6. You can just follow right along. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Just say what's in the yellow. If you get confused, you can just recite what's in the yellow. That's all you have to do. And the law is in the navy blue. You don't ever have to be lost. If you're a little inebriated and you're walking down the road, just recite what's in the yellow as you film. That's how you do it. I mean, just a procedure that you always follow.
Your lieutenant's talking to me. You shit-eating grin.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah. Look at you. You just want to shoot somebody or beat their ass. This is the kind of cop that we all know is out looking for trouble. We all
Oh, yeah. That's why they hired him.
Saw that grin. We know he wants to bust this window and drag me out. This one here too. This one de-escalating, super good. You can tell why he's the lieutenant. Can these guys?
Well, get the attack dogs off the door of my car. I don't plan on shooting or killing anybody. I don't want to die today. So get the attack dogs away from me.
Look at that face. Just run his plate. Oh, let's just get it. We can get it either way because it's crack. We need his ID. It's crack cocaine, man. I got to get that ID. Look, we'll see what this one is.
Oh man, I got to run that back again just for my editor so that he can get this. How good is that? How good is that? Basil, I'll look you up as soon as we get offline, dude. I'll look you up. I'll give you my word, brother. I give you my word. But I totally understand how you feel, Basil. But I got you, man. I got a tracking number for you. You're good to go. You're in that. Yep, it's coming, bro. It's taken almost 2 weeks to get mail in America right now. I know this because I ship stuff every day, bro. And I care enough about you that I will stop what I'm doing right now and say, yo, I got you after the show. All right. So let me get back to this. So what does he say again right here? He says,
guys, look at that face. Just run his plate. Oh, let's just get it. We can get it either way because it's crack. We need his ID. It's crack cocaine, man. We got to get that ID.
Oh, that's so good. That is so good. And he nails them just right with the camera. He catches them right when they're saying, oh, yeah, you know what we could do? We could just run his plate. We could just run his plate. Like we're just a couple of real cool guys over here.
Super good. You can tell why he's the lieutenant. Can these guys? Look at that face. Just run his plate. Oh, let's just get it. We can get it either way because it's crack. We need his ID. It's crack cocaine, man. We got to get that ID. Look, we'll see what this one is. No bald head, so a little bit of a.
All right, sir. So
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to your lieutenant. Cover, contact, cover. Okay. Well, you're the only one that's not aggravating me and seems to be level-headed enough. These guys clearly want to escalate, pull me out of the truck and beat my ass, take me to jail.
What? Boo! My God, man. This guy is nailing it. He could not be any more spot on than he is.
Okay. Well, you're the only one that's not aggravating me and seems to be level-headed enough. These guys clearly want to escalate, pull me out of the truck and beat my ass, take me to jail. These guys over here just don't want to be wrong and get corporate involved because they already screwed up.
You better listen to what this guy's saying. Listen to what he's saying. He's not wrong. He's exactly correct.
Talking to you.
What do the cops want to do? He even says to the guy, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to your lieutenant. And why?
A little bit of a.
All right, sir. So
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to your lieutenant. Cover, contact. Contact, cover.
I don't
Okay?
really do this. So
Well, you're the only one that's not aggravating me and seems to be level-headed enough. These guys clearly want to escalate, pull me out of the truck and beat my ass, take me to jail.
That's what they want to do. They want to pull you over, drag you out of the car, beat your ass, and take you to jail. This guy's spot on.
These guys over here just don't want to be wrong and get corporate involved because they already screwed up. I am by myself. I've been a member of this for over 2 years. I haven't broken any laws.
don't go anywhere. Just wait.
Can I get your name and badge number, boss?
11041.
What's your name? What's your name?
Contreras.
What is it?
Deputy Contreras.
That's him?
Yep.
Thank you, Hughes. Appreciate you being professional. You and the lieutenant, super professional. Those two going to get you guys in trouble. Everyone can see it on film, man. This will go up.
That's funny. That no one's going to get in trouble. I mean, they really got to do something egregious or have offended another gang member to get in trouble.
Just, yeah. I know you just walked up. You're 100% cool. These guys already threatened to arrest me unlawfully twice. Break my window. You know, the whole cop, just what every cop does to scare you and tell you. And it's like, it's just ridiculous. It just jacks the situation up for no reason.
Staying over here at the campgrounds.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. Just look what they did. This is what they do. This is what they do. They switch operatives on you. They send in someone a little more beta, a little more alpha, a little taller, a little shorter, a little blacker, a little whiter, a little more Asian, a little more Latino. They send in, they'll separate out, then they send in another person, and that person just slides in real smooth. It's like, hey, what's going on? What's your name, badge number? Oh, I'm DeCastro, 4218. Cool. Oh, so I'm cool. Just sitting there. What's up? So were you raised around here? Where'd you go to high school at? You got any kids? Oh, who were you married to? Mm-hmm. Did you ever live over on the west side of town? Mm-hmm. And they're just data collecting. When they send the other cop over, like they sent this cop over, you see him, watch him come in. We're going to go right back to where we were. Watch.
Escalate, pull me in the ball because I haven't broken. Can I get your name and badge?
Now, he even hands off, you got him. You see that? It's all a script. It's all a gang. Ready?
Can I get your name and badge number, boss?
11041.
What's your name? What's your name?
And now he sees that he doesn't give his name. And so when he gives his name, he's the nice cop. He's just going to right away. What does he do for you? He gives you his name and badge number. He's the good one. You can trust him, right?
Contreras.
What is it?
Deputy Contreras.
That's him?
Yep.
Thank you, Hughes. Appreciate you being professional. You and the lieutenant, super professional. Those two going to get you guys in trouble.
Oh, look at his face. Just established a little trust right there. Can't see behind my eyes that I'm a snake, that I'm working for Team Blue. I want to arrest him too. Maybe you can see it if you look in his face. He's trying to arrest him as well.
Okay.
Everyone can see it on film, man. This will go up. Just, yeah. I know you just walked up. You're 100%
I'm the nice guy who gave you that other cop's name.
cool.
It was his whole plan to build a little bit of rapport.
These guys already threatened to arrest me unlawfully twice. Break my window.
Oh no, they can arrest you for anything they want, anytime they want, and there's no ever going around that.
You know, the whole cop, just what every cop does to scare you and tell you, and it's like, it's just ridiculous. It just jacks the situation up for no reason.
You watching his face? Remember, he's plotting the entire time. He's plotting to get information. This is the data sucker. He's sitting there thinking, have I waited enough time yet? Does he feel comfortable with me yet? He's maybe he'll open up to me a little bit and give me more data.
Staying over here at the campgrounds?
Yeah.
There it is. There it is, folks. That's the gang. That's how they work. Their goal when you have somebody with you is to separate the two of you and get you guys to tell even slightly different stories. When you're with somebody and the cops separate you, they're trying to arrest the other person and they're trying to arrest you. If you start loose lip talking, where are you going? Oh, we're going to Tim's house. And then over there, he says, where are you going? Saying, oh, we're going to my mom's house. These guys are giving me different stories. Maybe they are going to Tim's house and to his mom's house. Maybe they're going to Tim's and then his mom's and staying at his mom's, or maybe they're going to his mom's and then Tim's and staying at Tim's. But they told different stories, and you know what their goal is. Their goal is to arrest you. When the cop asks you where you're going, where you're coming from, what you've been doing, any kind of factual anything, I don't care what he asks you. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. They question you. That's what they're doing. This was brilliantly done. We slowly and surely broke it down. Now, remember, when you're with somebody, hey, where were you? Oh, we were at the rib shop. Oh, we were at the ice cream store. You went to both. You went to the rib place and you went to the ice cream place, but they separated you. You said you went to the rib place. Your sister said you went to the ice cream place. Those are two different stories. You both go in torture cuffs. They're telling us different stories. Put them in cuffs. Why? Because you talked. You talked. You told the cop we were going to ice cream. I told him we were going to ribs. We're in torture cuffs now because you talked. This was brilliantly done.
Staying over here at the campgrounds?
Yeah, man. I live here. Well, I live in Thousand Trails. I'm a full-time member.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys know how this program works. It's kind of like a timeshare with RVs. You travel around full-time and go park to park. There's like, I don't know how many. They're all over the U.S.
Now he just told him what he does, where he goes. He told him that he's a member of this particular organization, which is going to have specific campsites he can go to within the area that he's in. You don't think the cops would just plan to look in those particular areas where this guy could be? You bet your ass they could. He narrowed down where he's going to be located at. Why did he do that? Just small talk, right? Question coming. Well, you know, we walked up to him. We told him to get out of the car, and he didn't. I want to arrest him. That's what they're talking about over there.
Man, I'm lucky you guys got this lieutenant. I can tell you. I mean, I've just been through too much to know it's a luck of the draw, and I can tell from this lieutenant he's very seasoned and just trying to, you know.
Dude, what are you talking about? You're talking out your ass. You really are. That guy might be a decent human being, but if those cops say that you're under arrest and they're going to arrest you, he can't even stop them unless he gives them a direct order to stop. And remember, it's a gang. That guy, he's affiliated with other gang members, and he may be a lieutenant, but that gang member may be friends with another lieutenant or a captain or a colonel or a major. It's a gang. So they don't really order each other around unless they're being the dicks that they are to one another. He can order that he can't arrest him, but it doesn't happen very often. If a cop wants to arrest you, he can. He simply just can. And we know it. We're seeing it. But don't think that he's one of the good ones.
Good judge of people, man.
Oh, you are a good judge of people? You're not judging very well that these cops came to arrest you, bro.
You can pretty quickly assess when someone's looking to solve problems or maybe. Those two that he's talking to are trying to make them. He's trying to solve them. You seem like you're just trying to learn. I don't know how accurate I am.
So it's the part of the okay. Well, okay, so let me ask you this. So, so that's what I mean. So you got to repeat the process. So why would you do it yourself in life? Because I'm not sure. You don't know for sure. I mean, like, let's look at the process.
Yeah, these guys over here, I sent
Shut up. I can hear what he's saying.
text and basically I'm talking about getting corporate involved or filing a lawsuit, but I used the word escalate. They're trying to make that seem like I'm going to grab an AR and come shoot everybody. Literally. I mean, that's why they called the sheriff. I asked him in the text, what is threatening? How the hell did you just call the sheriff? The only thing he did was point to the word that I said, escalate. This is going to escalate. Well, dude, you're not giving me the manager's name. You're not taking care of my concerns. I told you I got PTSD, and you guys are causing intentional emotional distress by her.
The subject told us he had PTSD, meaning I needed to fear for my life. I don't know if he has PTSD from the Army or the Marines. I don't know. You know, what I have in my mind is my probable cause to believe. My probable cause to believe that he's saying he has PTSD and he travels around camping. He's probably a SEAL, probably a Navy SEAL. He's probably killed 100 men over in the Middle East. I'm probably highly in danger from his PTSD. And that's what I'm going to write in my report after I blow his head off.
Harassing me. How do you think this isn't going to escalate? Like, doesn't freaking mean I'm
Then the subject threatened to escalate the situation.
going to come in and kill everybody.
And he talked about killing everybody.
Dude, I'm not going to let this go. You guys are
He
just
said he wouldn't let it go.
going to get to do this and like keep your job or not get, punished.
You're going to be punished is what he said.
Sometimes people interpret things a little differently.
Oh, I get it, but like,
I'm just telling you how they're going to interpret every word he just said.
When we get it to our side, it's a lot different than.
yeah, I get it. I mean, to be honest, I understand that, but the way you approach, the way Lieutenant approached, how is that? You can still shoot someone if you need to, but you don't need to come up like you're going to fucking shoot him right out the gate like those two did. They literally said they're going to bust my window, pull me out of my truck, but I haven't even done anything. What was your name and badge number real quick? I didn't get yours.
My first name is Patrick. Last name is Bain. 10337.
All right, thank you.
My first name is Patrick. My last name is Van. 10337.
So do you camp here or?
I full time. I'm part of this.
Okay,
I
so
was
you're
just telling
full-time.
him this is like a timeshare for RVs.
Okay.
You buy a membership in. You can rate.
What happened to him being under arrest? He's disorderly conduct. He's got to go to jail. If he had stepped out of that car right then, they would have put him in handcuffs and put him in a cop car.
Just from like 6,000 to 16,000.
Torture cuffs.
And then you pay yearly dues, and then you travel full time through the system throughout the U.S.
So it's kind of like a landlord tenant
Yes,
thing. Okay.
I would say that would be the closest thing.
Okay. Because my understanding was you were just a camper.
No,
Staying for.
I have a contract for a lifetime
Okay.
membership in
How
this
long
park.
have you been?
Over 2
staying
years.
there?
Oh, at this park? Just
Yeah.
last night I got here.
Oh, just last night.
But I've been in the system for over 2 years.
What system?
They're 1,000 trails.
Okay. So
Right.
okay.
Well, are
Like
you
that.
stupid, bro? There's a system called 1,000 Trails all over the country. You go stay in campgrounds all over the country that are 1,000 trails. Are you dumb? It's a private camping organization. Are you slow on the uptake?
I mean, it's, I don't want to give you like the whole pitch, but it's like 3 different park things. 1,000 Trails covers them. There's RPI, Encore. I mean, it's basically, to sum it up, it's like a long-term lease agreement where you get to move your RV onto their properties around the U.S.
Okay, I'm real slow.
So there's so it's one big.
Okay.
1,000 Trails is the one that I'm a part
Yeah, it's a company, you stupid pig.
of. They have, so that's for all intents and purposes, that's who I
Still got on the murder gloves.
signed a contract with.
Okay.
Yes, 1,000
And
Trails.
You
And
live here. You're gonna live here permanent.
No, I travel in their
What is he, stupid or something? You drop your RV there, stay there for a time period, go somewhere else, you dunce cap pig.
system full time.
Okay.
So you go 3 weeks and you travel park to park. That's how it works. That's why it's like a timeshare, because you're not.
I mean, this guy's like a freaking elementary school kid who has ADHD.
You're not. You can come back. Like I can go somewhere else and then just come right back here, but you just stay, and then you do 1,000 trail. You're just in their system the whole time though.
So what are you humming and hawing about? He had a disagreement with the master, the trailer guy there, but it sounds like he's too stupid to figure out anything.
That's interesting.
It is. I mean,
That's
for
interesting.
RVers, it's pretty awesome, but
So did everybody kind of explain why we were here in the first place?
well, I had to figure it out. No, this I when I came out of basically because I said the word escalate in a text is what it's coming down to.
Okay.
Because I asked him what was threatening. When I have it all on film too. I videotaped my whole interaction with him in the office, so he can't say like his employee did. He can't lie and say my dog or me charged him.
Would you mind me explaining why we're here? The call we got.
Oh yeah, no, great.
Well, you finally shut the front door, bro. You've been talking like a rattling gate in the wind in Kansas. Like, shut up, dude.
So, and just try to put yourself in our shoes.
No, I'm not going to try to put myself in your shoes. The answer's no. I would never be in your shoes. I would never have anything to do with you or the pigs you associate with. I can't put myself in your shoes because I couldn't fathom the idea that I would treat other people so inhumanely. So don't say stupid shit to start off with. I can't even picture it, bro.
Coming into this,
I will
fine.
try.
Okay. So we're getting told that there's a threatening call. Okay. That there's a male subject, yourself, described as yourself, described in your truck.
Okay.
That had threatened a security guard last night and was getting into his face last night.
Did you ask what he did to threaten him?
Just shut up and listen.
Okay,
This
sorry,
is the
you're right.
call.
I'm
This is
sorry.
the
Let me
call
shut.
we're
Let me shut up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So us as deputies are responding because now we're being told that there's another male subject, such as yourself, back at the gate, being disorderly, everything like that. Okay.
It's on film, just so you know. But yeah,
I'm sure it
I
is.
know.
But again,
Yep, I hear you, bro. I hear you. You were pulling away as I pulled up, but yeah.
Okay. So we don't know exactly what's going on. Okay. All we know is that there was a disorderly individual going around,
Reported, yeah.
being disorderly, yelling, threatening people. Okay. So disorderly conduct is basically making unreasonable noise, using language that provokes another,
Threats, yeah.
or serious disruptive behavior. Okay.
Sure.
So obviously threatening, everybody understands what threatening is. Basically, I threaten to hurt you or whatever, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess I have a big question though, because that happened last. Oh, go ahead.
Give me one
Okay,
second,
yeah.
and I'd be happy to answer that for you.
Mhm.
Okay. So us coming in as blind, we don't know exactly what is going on, right? So we are told that there's you now at the office, unknown what's going on over there. Okay, so we come in, we see
Okay.
you pulling out.
So they definitely jacked you up. Okay.
So
yeah.
at that
I'm
point,
seeing now how this happened.
if somebody's driving away from, say, a domestic violence situation,
Okay.
we
Okay.
can stop that vehicle.
Yeah.
We have reasonable
Yeah.
suspicion to detain that
So
vehicle.
that's how you guys are coming to this. Like
And
like you don't know if there's a dead body in there
we have no idea. Okay? We don't.
because of how they're telling you. Because this is what I'm saying. This morning to even call you, why was you called? Because I didn't have any interaction with
Have you ever
any
played
staff
the telephone
member.
game before?
Well, yeah, but that's not my problem.
I
That's
know.
them
I know.
jacking stuff
I
up.
know, I get that, but you played that game before.
Yeah,
Where one person
Yeah.
says one thing and it goes down the line.
yeah.
So now these people tell our dispatch what's going on. Our dispatchers are trying to type it in and tell us at the same time what's going on. So things might get lost in translation.
So why is all this happening? Because of Terry versus Ohio. No warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation of the victim or the plaintiff. That means that you have broken the law and there's witnesses to it. This is what Terry versus Ohio does. Well, we're suspicious. There's no proof of anything, but we're suspicious. And these cops can ruin this guy's life. They can ruin his life. And they could ruin his life and even kill him.
Okay.
So we have to react with what's coming in through the radio and on the screen of a disorderly male subject that has been threatening in the past.
No, there is no disorderly male subject without you witnessing that disorderly conduct. You have reasonable suspicion. That is not fact. That is not probable cause. The difference between suspicion is it's suspicion, and probable cause is going to be concrete, a reason why you can be arrested. This is he said, she said, he hurt my feelings.
We see you leaving. We stopped you. Okay. This
Okay.
is technically it is a traffic stop.
Well,
No, it's not. It's a Terry stop.
oh,
Because
is it?
again, we need to detain.
It is not a traffic stop. It's a Terry stop. You stop someone for a traffic violation. If it's a traffic stop, then this whole thing's over because there's been no traffic violation. He's too stupid to know anything.
The
It's
suspect,
stopping a vehicle, but it's not a lawful traffic stop.
it is because we are detaining
You're detaining an individual.
It's a Terry stop, you dunce cat pig.
You're not creating a traffic stop where I broke a law, right? You don't know if a law is broken. You're
We have
investigating.
reasonable suspicion
Reasonable
Which is what? Terry versus Ohio.
that a
suspicion.
law was
Yep.
broke. That's
Yep.
why you're detained.
Yeah, I got that.
So when a law enforcement officer,
But coming out telling me I'm under arrest when you see no weapons, don't see me being disorderly, and tell me you're going to bust my window and jacking it up, that's
Is a result of Terry versus Ohio. Do we not understand this? I mean, do I gotta come on camera and start screaming and yelling? Do we not get it yet? Does the rest of the internet, the rest of the 1A community and auditors realize that you got duped by people who were running around saying qualified immunity? Qualified immunity can only be invoked by these pigs after he's detained, after he gets hurt. This is a Terry stop. Without Terry, this stop isn't possible. They give a call for disorderly conduct. Okay, we'll come right out. They go out. There's no disorderly conduct. There's no stop. You have to witness it. They don't see anything there. What do the cops do? They sit there and they wait. And they wait. And they go over and they go, hey, man, can we talk to you consensually? Instead of going up and saying you're under arrest. It'll create such a better system in America where the cops need you to talk to them to get the information because they can't legally detain you. This is a Terry stop.
it's pretty freaking out of line,
let me
dude.
explain that. Okay. Enforcement officer,
But coming out telling me I'm under arrest when you see no weapons, don't see me being disorderly,
He's using Terry. He heard it on the phone. He has suspicion now that it's true. Not probable cause, suspicion. And so for him, he's made that suspicion real.
and tell me you're going to bust my window and jacking it up, that's pretty freaking out of line,
let me
dude.
explain that. Okay. So when we ask you, please step out of the car.
And I don't have to if I haven't broken a law or I'm not on a traffic.
Nope. That's where you're wrong, friend. If they come up to your car and they say that you have to get out of the car, doesn't matter if it's traffic stop or not. You have to get out of the car. The car is your shield, and they're afraid it's for officer safety.
Stop. That's MIMS, right?
Pennsylvania versus MIMS is a
Yeah.
driver has to step out of a vehicle
On a lawful traffic stop.
which this is a lawful.
This is
traffic
not a lawful traffic stop.
You
Where you
can-
can disagree on that. Go
Let's-
ahead.
Let's agree to disagree. Okay.
Fair enough.
So
If you
So they're both right and they're both wrong. It's not a lawful traffic stop. It's a Terry stop. And he can order him out of any structure, vehicle, building, lean-to, behind a rock for his safety.
you can tell me the traffic violation that I had to
it
encounter,
doesn't have to be a traffic violation.
it does.
It-
I believe it does. Or you have to witness me breaking the law,
Okay.
right?
It's reasonable suspicion to detain.
I know. Okay, I agree. I'm sorry.
So
I'm still jacked up and I'm still defensive. I'm really not trying to make it worse.
I'm just trying to talk with you and
I know you are, and I
Explain things.
appreciate it. I'm not
Okay.
trying to argue. I'm just trying to get my side in a little bit, so because it's on
absolutely.
film and you know this how where this is
100%.
going. Yeah.
Okay, so when we ask people to step out of a vehicle and they refuse, that's refusing a lawful order.
Mhm.
That
If it's a lawful order to be given,
Okay.
but let's leave that alone because
So-
we're done with that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you refused. That's why we told you you're under arrest. now.
Yeah, but it wasn't a real arrest, and we're done with that, right?
So understand that's why we're here. That's why we're
Done with that, right?
so when we ask people to step out of a vehicle and they refuse,
Right? Because they don't want to be Terry stopped for no reason.
that's refusing a lawful order.
Okay, it follows logic here.
Mhm.
That
If
But it's not a lawful order because you have to be actually investigating a singular articulable fact of criminality. I guess for the Kevin or Karen judge he's going to get, he would say that the campground attendee or the campground supervisor gave him the singular articulable fact that a crime was being committed.
it's a lawful order to be given, but let's leave that alone because
So-
we're done with that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you refused. That's why we told you you're under arrest. now.
Yeah, but it wasn't a real arrest, and we're done with that, right?
Look how annoyed the cop's getting that he can't finish what he's saying. Just watch the cop's face. You don't even have to hear the words. Just watch his face.
But let's leave that alone because we're done with that, right?
Watch him.
Okay.
So, you refused. That's why we told you you're under arrest.
Yeah, but it wasn't a real arrest, and we're done with that, right?
Dejected.
So understand that's why we're here. That's why we're
Okay,
detaining
that's
you.
why you called.
That's why we're talking with you.
Yes.
Okay.
I think
So talking with them.
Yeah.
I don't believe there's probable cause to arrest you for disorderly conduct.
I would agree with that.
Okay, 100%. I agree. All right.
Mhm.
Now,
Or trespass.
they say they want you trespassed. However,
They don't have the right.
That's why I'm talking to you, trying to figure it out.
Mhm.
Okay.
You're gonna
Sounds like-
need to
it
get
sounds
corporate and the property owner
Okay.
involved.
It sounds like you have bought basically a piece of property and you're living on it
Mhm.
temporarily.
Mhm.
Okay. To us, that sounds more like a landlord-tenant thing.
That's the closest.
That is correct. First correct thing the cop has said.
I don't know, and I'm going to be honest. I don't know.
Of course, you probably don't know because you're stupid. Because you're a cop.
I agree.
But what
It's a weird one
It
for
is.
me too. I don't know how to
It's a
explain
big
it.
civil.
But I know I
Here's
have
why.
rights. I have a contract. I've made my payments. I'm up to date. I know all that on that side.
The big boy in the back. Watch his hands in the back. He's still squeezing his hands. Still wants to punch him in the face. Watch him in the back.
I have a contract. I've made my payments. I'm up to date. I know all that on that
making-
side for them
Still
to be
making
able
fists.
So
to
what?
say anything on that. So I have a contract in my thing, and
So
And what's up with this guy working his gloves too?
what I'm going to do is I'm going to call our county attorney and explain all this to them,
Mhm.
and because I want their help in determining what's going to be the best solution for everybody.
Sure.
That makes sense.
I mean, I don't know what they would have
I
in
don't
it,
know. I
but
wanted-
but I wouldn't mind hearing what they had to say in a way. I know it's really only looking to jack me up,
No.
but I'm pretty confident in my standing, so I'm not really worried about
we're
it.
not
But
looking to arrest you at all.
not even arrest, just trespass, just
Oh God. Oh goodness gracious. Let me just.
so I'm not really worried
We're
about it.
not
But
looking to arrest you at all.
Whoa! Oh, stop the cap. Stop the cap. You're just straight lying, bro.
I'm pretty confident in my standing, so I'm not really worried about
We're
it.
not
But
looking to arrest you at all.
It's honestly seriously painful. Like I'm not sure if you can see my cheeks are flushed. It's just painful to listen to him.
not even arrest, just trespass, just if I'm not really worried about
We're
it.
not
But
looking to arrest you at all.
Put a 1 in the chat if that's just a straight up lie. He's lying. That he is looking to arrest him. He is looking to arrest him. 100,000% looking to arrest him. True or false? He's looking to arrest him. So when he lies so nonchalantly, it just comes off like an absolute lie. He's lying. He wants to arrest him. He started off saying you're under arrest.
I'm pretty confident in my standing, so I'm not really worried about
We're
it.
not
But
looking to arrest you at all.
not even arrest, just trespass, just if they had, to do that means you're looking to further it to see if you could come back and trespass me because the attorney says you could. That's where I'm saying you're going with it.
We still have to figure it out.
And so I understand as a cop, you're really not looking for my best interest by doing it, but I'm also pretty good at standing on my own 2 feet and say, hey, whatever. If I thought I was wrong, I'd leave. I mean, I'm a man, dude. I'm 50 years old. I got wheels on my house.
Hey, I didn't
the
get your
reason,
name. I'm sorry.
Corey, the reason I'm staying is because
Data collection.
I got wheels on my house.
Call me good citizen.
Hey, I didn't get
the
your
reason-
name. I'm sorry.
Corey, the reason I'm staying is because I have a right to stay and I haven't done anything wrong.
And we're going to figure that out, Corey. All right. Thank
Corey, I
you.
apologize. I made a mistake in saying that.
Bro,
you're
I
under
really
arrest
appreciate
for
that.
disorderly conduct, but there is a crime being investigated regardless.
I totally
Or
get
the
it.
new information is not disorderly conduct. It could be trespassing, like you said.
Well,
So,
yeah, I appreciate you apologizing for the way you came.
Whoa. I mean, to be honest with you, this is just not something that we regularly hear. So
We're going to figure that out, Corey.
now this guy pops in and says he's sorry.
Corey, I apologize. I made a mistake in saying that.
Bro, I really appreciate that.
Disorderly conduct, but there is a crime being investigated regardless.
I totally
Or
get
the
it.
new information is not disorderly conduct. It could be trespassing, like you said.
Well,
So,
yeah, I appreciate you apologizing for the way you came up. It was pretty freaking aggressive, and yeah, it would have went sideways real quick. I would have lost, but it would have just been bad, dude. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't.
Oh, was he talking about challenging me? Was he saying he was going to fight me if I came up to him? He got lost in his ego right there. This guy think he could fight me? Yeah, take off the badge, fat boy, and then I'll fight you.
It doesn't work for guys like me, man. Like, I understand.
Ooh,
I know
he's just so defiant that he said he would have fought back. He didn't say it, but he was saying it.
you guys are taught. I just wish you guys would look at videos online and realize the way things are going from the way you're taught.
Yes. Yes.
You guys would look at videos online and realize the way things are going from the way you're taught. Wish you guys would look at videos online and realize the way things are going from the way you're taught.
Wow. This is why I say you cannot be a good person and sign up to be a pig. You can't be a good person and sign up to be a pig, because if you're a good person, then you go on YouTube. If someone said to me right now, hey, Chille, I want to hire you to help me do the manufacturing of my Soho cups, I would say, okay, what are you going to pay me? You're going to pay me a fair amount. All right, let me go online real quick and let me just look at what manufacturing Soho cups has to detail. Go and watch it. Someone says to me, hey, Chille, I want you to help me. I'm going into printing these Visa type cards, like they're like hotel keys, like a Visa card. I'm going to print these up and then put people's stuff on them and they can sell them. And this is the business I'm going to go into. Oh, cool. Let me go online, look at the manufacturing of Visa cards and what that entails. Hey, I'm going into the lighting business. Let me take a look at that. Hey, do you want to go in? Man, you guys are joining again, huh? Thanks, Jacques. Thank you for giving a membership. Mark, thank you for joining memberships. I appreciate it. So many people are members. There's hundreds of members now on Team DLZ. Everybody, welcome Mark. Thank you, Mark, for becoming a member, and thank you, Jacques, for getting someone a membership. Very kind of you, sir. Thank you. So before I went on YouTube, I went on YouTube and I looked at what the people were doing on YouTube. And I said, I could do that, only better. I'm working on my really tiny ego, but I'm just saying, you can't be a good person and sign up to be a cop. And the reason why is it's so succinctly set in stone right here. You simply cannot be a good person in your heart and say, I'm going to sign up and be a cop. And listen to what this guy says about exactly that right there. Here's the reason why I say that.
And like, I understand. I know what you guys are taught. I just wish you guys would look at videos online and realize the way things are going from the way you're taught. It's bad.
The way things are going from the way you're taught.
Bad news, man. Like,
it's bad news, man.
There's too much evidence out there now to show what good policing is and bad policing.
And the policies, procedures that you're taught are bad. And it makes it a bad system that you signed up to be a part of. But because you get to wear your aviators and the fat boy who ate too much chocolate actually gets to be a tough guy, because you're not tough in real life, bro. If you took off that flak jacket and that gun, I could beat the piss out of you, dude. And you're 20 years younger than me. I could still beat the piss out of you.
And like I said, you can always shoot me. Like, dude, you don't need to tell me you're going to bust my window out and do all that. You can always do that later. I didn't present a gun, a weapon. I'm not trying to be threatened with you guys. I know you guys.
Look at him. He looks like he's sucked a sour ball, doesn't he? Looks like someone stepped on his mother's grave, right? Look how upset he looks right now that he's getting checked after he apologized.
I didn't realize how bad they made it look, but I knew you guys were coming in on a little bit of bad information after he told me escalating there made him feel threatened. When I'm talking about, like,
he doesn't care. Put a 1 in the chat if this pig does not care. He's still stuck on the idea that he said that when he came up, it was going to go bad, meaning that he was going to fight back. He's still mad about that.
Filing a lawsuit or contacting corporate. But that's big of you. I don't want to give you a freaking earful. I
No, you just did, bro. Very good job too.
appreciate that.
This guy, let's see when this guy locked up. Let's see when he locked up. Let's just see when he locked up, okay? So let's count it. It's at 21:31 right now. That's the timestamp down here on the lower left-hand side. And let's see when he locks up and never comes back.
Like, I understand. Real quick.
Could be trespassing, like you said.
Okay, so then right here, so now we're at 21:15. Because here's the funny part. When this guy locks up, when he gets all butthurt, put a 1 in the chat if this is a butthurt pig. This is a butthurt pig right here. Watch him get butthurt. And then watch him. How would you guys be if you came back and I'm hosting this right now and you came back and I was like, he's all butthurt pig. This is a butthurt pig right here. Let's count the seconds that he's butthurt from the moment. Because remember, when he locks down his jaw, when he looks off into space, right? He never comes back. This pig never comes back. April gifted 5 memberships. Gee, many crickets. So many members on YouTube. Unbelievable. Thank you guys. Thank you, April. Love you, honey. Now let's count the seconds. I got to move your tag right there, April. Sorry, so you can see the timestamp down here. It's at 21:15.
Well, yeah, I appreciate you apologizing for the way you came up.
Be trespassing, like you said.
Watch his head mannerism here. It's a really weird, nervous Turk. He had to apologize, and he gets this little quirky thing in his neck. Watch.
Yeah, I appreciate you apologizing for the way you came up. It was pretty freaking aggressive, and yeah, it would have went sideways.
Okay, right there, 21:24. He acknowledged the apology, and at 21 minutes and 24 seconds, this guy goes into.
Quick, I would have lost, but it would have just been bad, dude. I'm not that kind of guy. It doesn't work for guys like me, man. Like, I understand. I know what you guys are taught. I just wish you guys would look at videos online and realize the way things are going from the way you're taught. It's bad news, man. Like, there's too much evidence out there now to show what good policing is and bad policing.
He's gone.
And like I said, you can always shoot me.
He doesn't care.
Like, dude, you don't need to tell me you're going to bust my window out and do that. You can always do that later. I didn't present a gun, a weapon. I'm not trying to be threatening with you guys. I know you guys, I didn't realize how bad they made it look, but I knew you guys were coming in on a little bit of bad information after he told me escalate in there made him feel threatened. I'm talking about, like,
he's not hearing anything. He's thinking about something else completely.
Filing a lawsuit or contacting corporate. But that's big of you. I don't want to give you a freaking earful. I appreciate that.
Why? He threatened to arrest you a minute ago for nothing. He deserves an earful. But he's gone. He's not even there. Still.
Hopefully you can fit around there.
Hasn't even budged still. Still lost in space.
I haven't done vehicle damage on in a while, so it's probably okay.
So you can tell that this is a desk cop, never comes out into the streets, never doesn't do what he even said it. This isn't what I do.
Where are you retired from?
Since it's probably going to go online, I'm not going to divulge any personal information, but yeah.
He's retired military dunce cap. Military guys love to camp and tour around the country.
Not really retired necessarily. I'm going to have to work eventually again, but I'm on a long sabbatical.
Come over here. Let's powwow and see how we can arrest this guy. Remember, their goal has not changed. Their goal is to arrest him.
You guys got your gloves on and everything. You're ready.
Oh yeah.
Well, like we was explaining, when we get calls like this, it's something you roll in hot.
I mean, I kind of get it.
Did you hear what he said? When we get calls like this, it's something you roll in hot.
Get calls like this, it's something you roll in hot.
I mean,
They're taught to roll in hot. What does that mean exactly? Ready to arrest people. And this guy's still locked up.
I kind of get it. I just...
No, I don't get it. You just said it earlier. The training they do is bad. That's part of it. You don't roll in anywhere hot. You have a camera on, right? You're going to get everything on camera that you walk into, right? You fall back. Stop attacking people.
By the time we get it
I
from
don't know,
dispatch,
man.
it sounded like you were yelling right now in front of the office, and that's why we came in so hot.
I got okay. I wasn't. I mean, I wasn't at all. I actually wanted to leave in there. The guy kept trying to get me to look at the email on my phone. I'm like, no, dude, I'm not going to turn my freaking video off until I'm out of this office and away from you guys, because I don't trust any of you. And now I know why. I mean, it was good of me to do because I see what they did.
That's also why we stop people and we speak to them before we do anything.
I mean, I get it, dude. I know I'm not a small guy. I know. I'm like, I don't even try, and people tell me I'm intimidating. Like, it's actually kind of frustrating because I really just like being left alone. And I got PTSD, so if I get upset, you just kind of, your shoulders go back, and it's like, but dude, I'm not putting hands on anybody. I'm not freaking, like, that's just, again, I'm old. I've been through that shit and I'm done, man. It's just like, I'll put it on paper and end up getting some money out of it in the long run. I'm not going to go do something stupid like over a freaking campground dickhead staff member. But I mean, I kind of, dude, like I said, I do understand the way they train you, how you act, but dude, you could get a one-up with a cop when I was growing up. If you, I mean, he'll take his badge off, fucking duke him with you. You can't do that anymore because there's cameras. I understand it, but like, cops didn't mind going hands-on. It wasn't a big deal to fight. You subdue someone. It wasn't always about fucking the bat belt where you just got to like break windows, stun him. It's like, dude, I'll just whoop your ass. I'll just train and beat your ass. Like, if you want to do that, and if you need to, you pull out your equipment and use it. But like, it's really sad how cops, not saying you guys are some pretty meat eater type. Cops are just such pussies that they freaking jack stuff up because they get scared, literally scared. They're not even just there to put it in control. Taking a situation in control, dude, that's what you're there for. But being scared when you get there to do it, not you, again, I'm just saying, like, in general, police, it's scary to see what we see online, man. It's what is like 90% of problems, where I think if cops were just more confident in their hand skills, where they knew, dude, I'll just choke this guy out if I need to. I don't have to like worry about it. If he doesn't have, I mean, cops used to take on dudes with knives. One guy would come, blindside him, fucking run right through him like a train, knock him on the ground. 2 or 3 cops would just jump on top of him, spread his arm out, throw it in an arm bar. It was done. Like,
that fat boy who eats cake here on the left, who's just tough because he has a badge on. He can't stand being told that you actually have to be tough. Can't just be a giant wussy like this guy is. He's a giant wussy.
Seen that, dude. I grew up in Southern California. That was policing back in the day, and it's just trippy to see how it's changed. And now it just escalates so freaking quick, man. No cop wants to like just wait and see, like, oh, I can take this dude. I'll let and see if he's going to get out of line for a second. They just instantly think he's already out of line, and I'm going to...
Right, and they're ready to go with tortures and chains and electricity and guns. It's not like, let's see if this guy's actually going to try to fight anybody. It's let's attack him, and if he fights back, then he's fighting back and charge him with assaulting a cop.
I'm going to take it to level 10 and put him in cuffs. And like, as a citizen going into it, knowing that's your mentality, it's frustrating too. Because like, honestly, like I said, I'm really glad this lieutenant showed up, because it 100% would have went south if just these 2 guys were here. I wouldn't have got out. I mean, that's just how it is. I know I didn't break the law. And I would have filed a civil lawsuit. Again, I would have lost in the short run and won in the long, but it's just how it goes.
And so this whole thing that he said right here,
we're just more confident. Like, just they freaking jack stuff equipment and use it, but and beat you subdue.
So this kind of goes into his rant here, and this bit of his rant is so beautiful. It's so perfect. I mean,
if you, I mean, he'll take his badge off, fucking do it, and the way they train you, how and end up getting some money out of it in the long run. I'm not going to go do something stupid like.
Okay, so right here, from right where he says he's not going to do anything stupid. Now listen to his rant right here, sentence by sentence, how he just absolutely just breaks down what these cops have become and what they are. This is the reason I showed this video. Is there's 2 or 3 rants on here, and this is one of them.
Over a freaking campground dickhead staff member. But I mean, I kind of, dude, like,
but now he said, but I kind of, and now he's going to go off on the cops and what they've become.
I said, I do understand the way they train you, how you act, but
I understand how they train you, how you act, that you're supposed to be scared of everybody and everybody's your enemy. It's us versus them is what they teach the pigs.
Dude, you could get a 1-up with a cop when I was growing up. If you
could get a 1-up, I'm 1-up you.
Yeah, I mean, he'll take his badge off, fucking duke him with you. You can't do that anymore because there's cameras. I understand it, but like, cops didn't mind going hands on. It wasn't a big deal to fight. You subdue someone. It wasn't always about fucking the bat belt where you just got to like break windows, stun him. It's like, dude.
That's right. It used to be you had to write a report if you pulled your gun out of the holster. And now you pull the gun out 15 times during a shift, running around threatening everybody by putting their gun in your face. That makes a police state. When the cops are running around putting guns in your face constantly, that's a police state. When I was a kid in the 80s, the cops couldn't just pull their guns out at you. You had to write up a report. You had to explain why you took your gun out of your holster, because pointing your gun at people freaked people out. And now today it's just normal.
I'll just whoop your ass. I'll just train and beat your ass. Like, if you want to do that, and if you need to, you pull out your equipment and use it. But like, it's really sad how cops, not saying you guys are some pretty meat eater type. Cops are just such pussies that they.
No, bro. They may be meat eater type, but he's a pussy too. This is a fat kid who likes to eat cake that was never tough, and he got the badge and gun, and now he gets to be tough. And this was the dweeb who got picked on all the time over here. You can't tell that he's the dweeb that got picked on all the time? He maybe have some weight on him, but that's mostly flak jacket and stuff. He's actually a tiny little wussy. Both of them are.
Can jack stuff up because they get scared, literally scared. They're not even just there to put it in control. Taking a situation in control, dude, that's what you're there for.
But that's not what they do, because you're right. They're all scared and they're trained to be scared. And they're beta males. Fat boy who likes to eat cake over here on the left, and then the dweeb on the right. Neither one of those guys were alpha leader in any time ever throughout their life ever.
But
they never led on any team ever.
Scared when you get there to do it. Not you again. I'm just saying, like, in general, police. It's scary to see what we see online, man. It's what is like 90% of problems, where I think if cops were just more confident in their hand skills, where they knew, dude, I'll just choke this guy out if I need to. I don't have to like worry about it. If he doesn't have, I mean, cops used to take on dudes with knives. One guy would come, blindside him, fucking run right through him like a train, knock him on the ground. 2 or 3 cops would just jump on top of him, spread his.
For this fat boy who likes to eat cake, every word he's saying is like nails on a chalkboard. That goes against their policy to take on a man with a knife. A guy with a knife, you just shoot him in the heart.
Arm out, throw it in an arm bar. It was done. Like, I've seen that. I grew up in Southern California. That was policing back in the day, and it's just trippy to see how it's changed. And now it just escalates so freaking quick, man.
Their job is to escalate. They get trained to escalate. They train on, you start screaming if they don't do what you say, which escalates the entire scene, and everybody around starts staring. Their tactics are all wrong, all backwards for a digital era. For today, for the future that we're living in now, their tactics are completely wrong. Dogpiling people looks like shit.
And no cop wants to like just wait and see, like, oh, I can take this dude. I'll let and see if he's going to get out of line for a second. They just
right, because they can't get any, because of the policies, procedures, and protocols that they have signed up, that they have demanded people do. They can't get alpha males to sign up. The only alpha males they can get to sign up were the dunce-capped jock captain of their football team. And yeah, they may have been captain of their football team. That doesn't change that they're a freaking moron. You can't get a true alpha male to sign up to be a pig. You get guys out of the military, they come back and I'll just become a cop. They've been getting orders for 4 years. They come back and I'll just become a pig. They haven't been here for 4 years watching the videos of what these pigs do to us. They've been overseas. A third of the pigs in America are ex-military. They come right back from Fallujah and they come right back into another war against us.
Instantly think he's already out of line, and I'm going to do, I'm going to take it to level 10 and put him in cuffs.
But that's what they just did to you. Did you hear what he just said? And that's exactly what Fat Boy Who Likes to Eat Cake here on the left, that's exactly what he did. Listen.
Wait and see, like, oh, I can take this dude. I'll let and see if he's going to get out of line for a second.
I'm going to wait and see if he gets out of line for a second. He walked up and said he had disorderly conduct. So out of line would be disorderly conduct means he's going to be a rowdy SOB, right?
And they just instantly think he's already out of line. And
he walked up and said you were instantly out of line, said you were disorderly conduct and you were under arrest.
I'm going to do, I'm going to take it to level 10 and put him in cuffs. And
that's what he said, to get out of the car. He ordered you out of the car so he could put you in torture cuffs. Exactly what you're saying is everything this pig right here was planning on doing.
Like, as a citizen going into it, knowing that's your mentality, it's frustrating too.
Because if you give them your back, they're going to dogpile you and stick your face into the concrete. How many videos have we seen this week where cops are putting both their hands on the person's head and then going on their toes and pushing the person's head into the concrete? And that's detainment? That's what detainment is? And we've seen it how many times this week alone on videos where they're putting both hands on your head and you're sticking it into the concrete. People's faces are bloody and gouged. We've seen it on this channel this week several times.
Honestly, like I said, I'm really glad this lieutenant showed up, because it 100% would have went south if just these two guys were here.
Now he's challenging this Fat Boy Who Likes to Eat Cake. He's challenging his manhood, saying it would have gone south if with just these two guys here, meaning that he believes he could have whipped their asses.
I wouldn't have got out.
He wouldn't have got out of the car. He would have defied him. That's making him even more mad. That fat kid who likes to eat cake signed up to be a pig, so you have to do what I say. And look at the dweeb. He realizes the fat kid who likes to eat cake right now is getting constipated. Every word the guy says. And he's like, oh my God, he keeps talking about this guy. His lips are he's sucking his own lips in, biting down.
I mean, that's just how it is. I know I didn't break the law.
Of course you didn't, but
I would have followed.
It has nothing to do with the law. The policy at the Supreme Court allows them to grab us when they walk up to us.
Civil lawsuit. Again, I would have lost in the short run and won in the long, but
you wouldn't have won. They didn't break policy. They would have won.
It's just how it goes.
Man, the dweeb is constipated. He can't even crap his pants right now if he wanted to. He's like, man, that guy just called it exactly as it is, and I can't even shit.
I mean, just out of curiosity, if I am detained and he says this is a traffic stop, which it's not, hasn't a reasonable amount of time been conducted at this point? You guys know, I mean, I'm not disorderly.
Right. It is not a traffic stop. It's a Terry stop.
If you're going to trespass me, you can always email me or come by my campsite. Is there a reason that I still need to stay here? Can I go get breakfast?
Well, reasonable time would be...
No. The first thing he said after being locked up for the last 10 minutes is no.
Still working out the situation.
Isn't it 20 minutes for a traffic stop?
There's no specific time. It's just reasonable time. And if they're still working on it, they're reasonable time.
I mean, I feel like after his conversation, what exactly are we waiting on, I guess is... Like it's been about 10 minutes.
You're
since
waiting on the county attorney
He said, "Hang on a
to
second."
say whether it's a domicile case or if it's a automobile case.
He's talking to
Many officers.
Lieutenant.
And what? Here we go.
I'm terrible with names. Corey, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, you're free to go. What we're going to tell them is this is kind of a big civil issue, and that you guys need to basically figure it out, court through eviction.
And just stay away. I mean, I already texted them saying I don't want to talk to any staff, everything in writing, and they can do the same.
What I'm going to tell you is don't talk to them. Stay away from
100%.
them,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. Please tell yes. Trust me, I'm on that.
The fact that you recorded
Yep.
that interaction,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Because that helps with whatever side. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to show me the recording?
Yes. I will show you the recording of in here.
Of the
Now that we're done, you've released me and we're good to go. I'll shut off. I'll shut off my phone and
You're 100%
I'll
free
just
to
show you so that you can get the tone of what was going on in there. And anyone watching this, if I never come back, you know why.
Wow, dude, he had to turn his phone off. Phone had to be turned off. I mean, he was right. He nailed a lot of stuff. He nailed a lot of stuff. He got a lot of those things correct that he was talking about right there as he was boiling down what those pigs have become. And it was all good the way he did that. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, I didn't send that to myself. That's a bummer. There's a video I wanted to show you guys earlier. But yeah, just absolute and total, you know, and the end of this right here, let me
We're going to tell them, figure it out, court through eviction. What I'm going to tell you is don't talk to them. Stay away from them.
100%. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
but wait.
Please tell yes. Trust me, I'm on that.
The fact that you recorded
Yep.
that interaction,
Okay.
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Because that helps with whatever side. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to show me the recording?
No, I would not. No, I would not. No, you should not be willing to show them the recording. Remember what the cops are doing today. He drug him down on top of him. It's on the video. That's not what we saw in the video. Oh, he chased him. He didn't chase him. Oh, you can't see it. He's grabbing his testicles. He's grabbing his nuts underneath. The camera can't see it. Don't give the cops any ammunition against you. You have that for your civil case. You don't want to tip your hand. Sorry, I'm not going to give it to you. You're under no obligation to give that jackboot thug pig the video from your phone or to show him your phone. Oh, is that right, Angry Vet? They come back for this guy? Is that right? Is there more videos on this page? Because this is Chem Before the Storm, but I didn't see videos here. And this is just a couple days ago. So this was the
between you two. We have a little barrier out there, and then he knocked over some stuff, some Christmas decorations. He was getting like really close, like this close to me. So and he knocked the stuff over. So it kind of took me back. I said, just step back.
No one in this video knows they're being recorded, and they say some pretty dumb stuff, especially towards the end.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning. How you doing?
Fantastic. How are you?
Not bad.
He's around the corner getting a cup of coffee.
Around the corner.
You're welcome to grab one yourself.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, how you doing? Let me just step out here. How are you? We good. Where are we going? Oh, just right here. We can do it in here so it's not cold. It doesn't matter. Oh. Whatever you want to do. I'm just here to, I've been tasked with kind of looking into the incident that would happen here on the 8th. Yeah. Can you just kind of go back over your interaction with this gentleman? Yeah.
Well, do you need all the reports?
I came up here and talked to your assistant manager, Dina. She gave me the email threads. I got a copy of your gentleman's contract with you guys or membership. I've talked to both your security guards. You were currently on, I guess, vacation or something. So
I can give you the full report, but my interaction was after I met with my security person the morning after the incident occurred at the lodge. He was very upset. He didn't sleep all night. He was very intimidated by the guy from his interaction from the pool up. So
this was Kim?
Kim.
Okay.
Did you meet with him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he was very concerned this guy was kind of volatile. Just with his interaction prior night. So I got with my security supervisor that morning and said, let's go down and meet and talk with him and go over everything and our concerns with the incident that occurred the prior night. And so I was lining up to set an appointment with Mr. And then all of a sudden he just started slamming us with all these texts.
You were the security guard?
The security guard.
Yeah, Steve
Bartle. And of course he was working at the same time, and he just said, he sent you an email. He's gonna come down and he's gonna meet with you, 9:30, 10 o'clock. Well, he just kept pounding and pounding and pounding. Next thing you know, Steve's like, this guy's harassing me. It's concerning to me. Should I call the sheriff for backup? So I said, well, go ahead if you feel that way, but send the sheriff over to the office so I can debrief him, because I want to explain what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when the sheriff came up, or the deputy, he just went straight down to the site.
Okay, let's back up. Didn't you have an interaction with Mr. before we showed up that day? Didn't he come over here?
He came over here as you showed up.
Okay.
So then after his interaction at the gate, intimidating Bartle and videoing and all this stuff.
How is videoing intimidating anybody?
Quite upset. And then he came over here in a huff. And then he came like right up to me, knocked over one of our, we have a little barrier out there. And then he knocked over some stuff, some Christmas decorations. He was getting like really close, like this close to me. So and he knocked the stuff over. So it kind of took me back. I said, just step back.
Uh-huh.
You sure about that? Let's check out the tape.
Finally, been waiting for this.
So the barrier he's talking about is right there. And we were standing at the corner at this little desk thing. I was standing on the outside of the tape here. He was standing on the inside here. And the Christmas decorations he's talking about is here.
Can I please get the park manager's name and email? And why would you not give me the name and email? Why would you frustrate a guest? Can I go down again? Can I please get...
You need to step back.
Why don't you come out here then?
No, you need to step back, please.
Oh, okay. Am I far enough back right now?
And
so how'd the thing fall over though? I still don't know how that happened.
you need to step back.
I go down again. Can I email? Why would you frustrate a guest? Can I go down again?
Okay, so it sounds like the thing just toppled over. Nobody was ready for it. Both of his hands were on the paperwork. He was moving the paperwork around with his hands, and then that thing just fell over on its own. Decorations falling over, loud crash.
Please get...
You need to step back.
You need to step back. He didn't do anything. It just fell over.
Why don't you come out here then?
No, you need to step back, please.
Oh, okay.
What? Why does he need to stay back?
Am I far enough back right now?
Boy, just remember, this guy's a piece of shit. There was no reason to... I mean, look how he's treating him.
And
in his demeanor, what type of language? I mean, was he using foul language? And
no.
Was he loud?
Yeah.
He was loud. He wasn't loud at all.
Well, that was already, we were on our heels. So then he just proceeded to say, you know, and just went off about how Bardo wasn't giving him my information. I said, well, I've already sent you my information, sent it up via email. I want to meet with you in a professional manner. And he basically just continued to berate me, and then that I'm a bad manager and stuff like that. And how dare him withhold that information? I said, well, we were.
So far, you are a bad manager from what I've seen. He didn't knock anything over. You made that up. You lied. And you're lying to police, meaning that he could go to jail for destruction of private property.
We're going to speak with you this morning about it all and go over everything. And so he said a few other things, and then I asked him. I said, "It's probably best that you'll leave the park, you know, if you're going to act like this." And then I called my other guy, security supervisor, who was catching up with the deputy to come by here because Mr. was in here and we didn't know what was going to happen. So all of that time, that was all going on, and then they just kind of rolled up on the guy as he was leaving the parking lot, and then it all went down, and nobody knew at the time what was really going down.
So when he came over here, I mean, you know, he was yelling, raising his voice. What was he doing?
He raised his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No foul language. Did he make any threats towards you or anything like that?
No, not like a physical threat, other than getting real up close when I told him to back off.
Did he back up when you told him to back up? Yeah. So what was his main issue?
In his mind, he must have sent 6 or 7 texts to try and get my information, my email.
Yeah, I understand that, but what I'm saying is why was he in such a bind about getting your information? I mean,
because he wanted to write a report about his incident with my security guy the prior night.
The night prior with Kim.
Right, he was just hot. He was just mad.
Okay, and then once he left, you didn't have any more contact with him yourself. And the deputies were here at that point.
Well, I tried to talk to one of the deputies out there when they had him cornered, explain the situation, that I wanted him off the property just because, you know, in our rules, you can't be, you know, intimidating staff, and if they feel threatened, you know, that's one of our company policies.
Right, and since then we've, you know, that's the reason we got a copy of your his membership with you guys, and I guess however it works, we didn't understand the legality of it, being that he was a member here at the time.
Right.
So that was sent off to our attorneys, in which they've told us, I guess they found a couple of clauses in the membership that, you know, due to his behavior, then, you know, he can be told to leave and trespass.
Yeah, we didn't feel comfortable with him being here at all.
My understanding is he's still here. He's leaving today.
Yeah.
Okay. What we need from you guys is when he leaves, we need you guys to call us.
You got it.
Okay. Let me give you my information.
You have a cell or?
Well, I'm gonna need you to call the sheriff's office. Ask for the Camp Verde office. Matter of fact, I'll call and get you a direct number to there.
Yeah, let me write that down. He's a true narcissist. He's loving the attention he's getting. Yeah. What's the number?
I'm gonna find the direct number. Hey, can you give me the direct number to the Verde office? I think it's one of them. Okay, yeah, that's. Okay. All right, I appreciate it. All right, bye.
I have an audio of the incident.
You do?
Of his office incident.
Between you two? What do you have that on? Your phone?
It's on my computer.
On your computer? Loaded.
Why doesn't Kem just show us the video?
Answer.
You have my card.
In the event, call this number. Just tell them you need to talk. Okay, with a tip. So if you don't get anything on this, call them. And then once I get back and give you.
Yeah, I'll give you my email.
Okay. You guys are going to cancel his membership?
Yes.
Yeah. And apparently the park down there already knows, and you guys contacted Maricopa.
Look what they did. He told them where he goes and what he does, and they contacted other places.
Well, it's actually in Yuma.
Oh, it's in Yuma.
Yeah, and they have a team of local well, the manager of the park that he's supposed to be going to is ready. There's another manager in the area that's supposed to back her up, and also has a connection to the local sheriff. Direct connection.
Yeah, okay.
And
I was my impression it was just down here like in Phoenix area, but it's in Yuma. Okay. Yeah, he's
already offered to
buy him
the
out.
attorney's already offered to buy him out, but he denied that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully he gets out of here today.
All right. Thanks, sir.
Thanks.
Well, where's the actual video, Kem before the sun? Where's the actual video? It would be great if there was the actual video. It would be really amazing.
But obviously, he can't find a lawyer to take his case, according to him, on his YouTube channel because Arizona's back in the blue. Okay. He said, "Can you give him 10 minutes to get that?" Yes, and if you could send it to me, that would. Then I just need them to send that to me ASAP.
Where is his video at? I want to see.
I'm gonna text him this number.
Really? Blackwater? I'm just dumping Blackwater under my trailer for a month? You and I both know that's not true, Dina, but it just goes to show how easily everyone in this company will lie to law enforcement.
But corporate.
Okay. I'm going to come back to this video because there's just so many moving parts here. Maybe if someone wants to reach out to Kem and see if he wants to come on and give us a more succinct description, that would be great. That would be great.
But the problem is,
but I want to show you guys something, a video from Raggo Monkey. You guys know who Raggo Monkey is? Let me show you this guy's channel real quick so you guys can see it. I want you guys to get over to this guy's channel, subscribe to his channel. Whoops. It's on this one right here. This is Raggo Monkey right here.
damn, that shit clapper. But the problem is, you guys got. Damn, that shit clapper. Nah, what's up? That shit clap? Does it clap? Yeah. But the problem is, you guys.
So this is Raggo Monkey down here, RAGO Monkey. I'm subscribed. I already liked. I already dropped a comment in here somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so the reason I'm showing this to you is because this is the epitome of what's wrong with our country. And it's Terry versus Ohio, of course.
You guys got to look at things from our perspective.
Right away, we have to look at things from the pig's perspective.
Okay? When something happens and an officer asks you for ID, you can't be like, you don't got no reason.
When something happens and the cop asks you for ID, you got to give him your ID.
You don't have PC, you don't have, why are you stopping me? You don't know, man. That's why you guys got to do what you're told until you, no, listen to me. I'm telling you, this is how it works.
This is how it lives in your jerk off fantasy, bro. This is not how America's supposed to work at all.
This is 100% how it works. Yeah, that's
No, it's not 100% how it works. This is what you have created.
why we're out here. Because when
we're out here, we're not going to jail. Right?
Well,
he paid a smart move, and he did it.
Because whatever happened, he decided you weren't that guy. But what statute did we violate?
This
This is the problem that you guys have. You don't understand me. Anytime an officer is conducting an investigation, you got to do what you're told, my friend.
Put a 1 in the chat if this cop can go himself. Put a 1 in the chat if he can just straight go himself. I don't have to do as I'm told, you jackboot thug pig.
Who's sitting on the road? You are not the person that decides that. Officer, you don't know the law. You're just talking. You don't know anything, bro. You just...
Yeah, finally someone speaks up. You don't know anything. You're just talking.
And this is the problem that you guys have. You don't know what you're talking out of your ass.
Thank you. You're talking out your ass.
We're looking at it by the law.
The law, sir, the law, 901.151. Add me to your complaint. Read me a statute. My name is Lieutenant Carpenter. My badge number is 0867.
This is the guy in charge of the other pigs there. You just have to cooperate no matter what. What a pig.
Your ass needs to be fired. But the problem is you guys got to look at things from our perspective.
So that's the problem. The problem is we have to look at things from their perspective. We're not looking at it from their perspective. I mean, come on. What's wrong with you guys? You're not looking at it from their perspective.
Okay?
Okay?
When something happens and an officer asks you for ID, you can't be like, you don't got no reason.
When something happens and an officer asks you for ID, you can't be like, you don't got any reason. Actually, I put it into a card. It's number 4 on your Fifth Amendment cop card. Cop says he wants my ID, says he has RAS. On your Fifth Amendment cop card, I read what's in the yellow. I plead the Fifth Amendment. I identify as good citizen. That's the reason why it's on a card. That's the reason why I put it together like this. This is the reason why I did it this way. I mean, and someone just put the word shady in the chat. That's right.
You don't have PC. You don't have, why are you stopping me? You don't.
Right. I don't want to be stopped for no reason.
No, man.
Yeah, I don't know. And I have a right to know. I don't just trust you. You're a jackboot thug pig.
That's why you guys got to do what you're told.
That's why we have to do what we're told. Trust this guy. He's got your best interest out. Just do what you're told. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't trust this guy as far as you could throw him.
Until you, no, listen to me. I'm telling you, this is how it works.
This is how it works. This is the way it works.
This is 100% how it works.
Yeah, this is 100% how it works. So if you didn't know any better and you didn't watch this channel and you weren't on Team DLZ, you would think that this is how it works. He's so sure of himself. This must be how it works. He's positive.
That's why we're out here. Because when
we're out here, we're not going to jail, right?
Well,
he paid a smart move, and he did it
because whatever happened, he decided you weren't that guy.
Oh, whatever happened, he decided you weren't that guy.
But what statute did we violate?
This
is the problem that you guys have.
This is the problem that you guys have. Us versus them.
You don't understand me.
You don't understand.
Time an officer is conducting an investigation, you got to do what you're told, my friend.
Put a 1 in the chat that makes you want to puke.
You sitting on the road?
You are not the person that decides that.
Finally, I think it's Raggle Monkey who comes in with just the straight facts right here. He just checks this lying jackboot thug pig.
So you don't know the law. You're just talking. You don't know anything, bro. You just. And this is the problem that you guys have. You don't know what you're talking out of your ass.
We're looking at by the law.
The law, sir. The law. 901.151.
There it is. He just schools him with what he's supposed to be upholding. He just told him what it was. 901.151.
Me to your complaint.
Read me a statute.
My name is Lieutenant Carpenter. My badge number is
You're a lieutenant,
0867.
and
Your ass needs to be fired. But the problem is you guys.
There it is right there in a nutshell. There it is. You know, it's pigs like this is the reason why I created the cop card, the reason why I created the trifold. And remember, if you guys are watching Ironton, if you're watching American Patriot, if you watch American Patriot that was shot 2 years ago, you see that I have a trifold in my hand. I've always done the same thing. I've always taught people the same thing. Let me drop the link. Here's the link for Raggle Monkey's channel. Get over there and subscribe to his channel and tell him that Delete Laws sent you. Absolutely love Raggle Monkey. There it is right there. There it is right there. So go to his channel if you would, please. I got to get the flock out of here. I didn't see Chevy in here today. I saw Chris Boudreau. I saw Stanley, Beer and Bones, Dominique. What's going on? Milena, how are you? Nice to see you. Felicia. Make sure that you guys have a Fifth Amendment cop card in your wallet. Put a 1 in the chat if you have one of these in your wallet or in your car. Make sure you have a trifold in every single car. Make sure you have it. Make sure you have these things. You know, Team DLZ, we got to get bigger and bigger. Thank you guys for joining memberships today. Kevin, I shipped your hoodie today. Basil, I will look into your hoodie as soon as we get off this live stream. And anybody else? Anybody else that I was going to look at? Anything else? Anybody else? What's going on out there? What is going on out there? And then Jungle is massive. I think that you're I'll check. Let me check before I say anything else. Let me double check and see if that got shipped today. I will get on that right now. Listen, I got to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I appreciate it so much. Aristo, good to see you. Nice. I'm glad you're here. Ricky Hobby is here. Fire Eyes is here. Good to see you. Clown Patrol was here. Smoked Insane. What is going on? Did you guys see Amazing today? April is here. What is going on, April? The Citizens Broadcast Cooperative. Stanley, Paul, what is going on? Ann is here. How you doing, Ann? Nice to see you. Thank you for coming so much. I appreciate it. Kevin, you bet, dude. You got your tracking number. I sent that to you. Clint is here. What is going on? You don't want the virtual cop card, Jacques. You want the actual physical cop card. It's only $10. And you get two of them. You get the driver and the non-driver card. And sometimes I even put another set in. Sometimes I put another set of cop cards in. If anybody orders a trifold from me, you know, I try to put an extra set of cop cards in there most of the time. I try to, you know. A lot of people, if you guys ever got anything in your envelope and you got something free in your envelope, will you put a 1 in the chat just so I can see? Was there anybody here that I threw you an extra cop card or an extra trifold or anybody at all? I just want to make sure. I mean, because I have been doing this. I've been throwing extra cop cards around because I want to get them into circulation. I want people to get them 100%. Yeah, Citizens Broadcast, you got something cool. Yep, always, man. Always cool. I'm glad you guys are getting some free stuff. Cool. I'm super happy to be able to share it. Please make sure if you have an extra Fifth Amendment cop card, if I send you an extra Fifth Amendment cop card, give it away. Give it away. Share, and then share the ideas with people. Show them how they use the 1 through 6 steps. Show them how they use their trifold football position. Make sure that you nice, Steve. Great dude. Fantastic. Love it. Steve said he gave out trifolds and 5A cop cards for Christmas presents to wife and love the hoodie. Yes, I'm glad you got that hoodie. Super stoked. And Basil, I will check on your stuff. Like I said, man, I have a near photographic memory. You know, it's kind of funny. I've been saying that for years, that I have a near photographic memory. And here's the funny part. Now that, you printed up 50 and gave them away? Right on, Smoked Insane. Right on, dude. Right on. I've been saying that for years, that I have a near photographic memory. And what's really cool is when some of you guys have your names in your username, when I'm sitting there clicking and filling out orders, because I'm not going to fail. I'm going to make sure people get their stuff. So I'm literally clicking at the computer and clicking and transferring names. And I read your names. Sometimes now when I see you in here, like for example, Jungle is Massive. Now when I see Jungle is Massive, I think his name and I think his address. Because I've looked at it 4 or 5 times, you know, like I look at it. Cop Critic, what's going on, my friend? How's the channel going? I hope you're growing over there, bro. Hope you're doing well. Cop Critic is a reporter. He features different auditors on there. He put me on one of his videos. Thanks for Cop Critic. I appreciate that. I've got a few videos that people sent me that I need permission to show them. Michael, you sent me some videos. There's 2 videos, 2 different angles. Each one's 5 minutes. I need permission to be able to air that. So people need to get back to me if you sent me videos. I'm sitting on videos that I don't have permission to air yet. So I need, you know what I'm saying? I got to keep it real with y'all. All right, listen, I've got to get the flock out of here. Other side, Chris Banks, good to see you. Unisex, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Clown Patrol, Northeast Colorado Cop Block. So Roger, go to deletelaws.com. And Roger, the trifold's $20, but if you get a trifold, I've been doing this special since I started with the cop cards. I'm going to give you a free cop card, driver and non-driver, with your order of the trifold, because it goes in one envelope. And these cost me a few bucks, but at the end of the day, it's better. I mean, these sitting here right now, just so you guys know, you know, when I go and I got this many cop cards just sitting next to my desk, I think to myself, get those in envelopes and get those shipped out. They're not doing us any good sitting here. These aren't helping a single person sitting on my desk. So that's why if you get a pair and you end up getting 2 or 3 pair because I keep on sending you stuff, then make sure you give those away. Give those away to friends and family. You know, show people how to use that cop card. All right. I really do got to go. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.